Okay, we're live. Wait, Creighton, we're live.
We're live?
I forgot to do the thing.
What thing?
The thing.
Oh no.
I forgot to... Hold on, wait, shh. No one hears... Nobody hears anything. Hey, Creighton.
I think I retweeted the wrong one.
I mean, I don't think it matters. I think you're good either way.
Well, but I gotta. Well, now I feel bad because I'm just.
You can do both.
I retweeted everything.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm just gonna retweet all the shit.
That's okay. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world if you retweet too many of my tweets.
That's what you say now.
That's what I say now.
Which one of my messages failed to send?
Dude, it's been 6 days.
Has it been 6 days?
It's been 6 days. The 15th
I knew
was
it's been
the
a
last
while, but like, ugh. I kind of didn't want it to be a while though. I really wanted to do one sometime before now, and then we just couldn't.
Yeah, but now we have one tonight.
And
We're supposed to do one tomorrow night. We're supposed to do one Wednesday night. Yeah. We're supposed to go 3 days in a row. If all goes well.
If all goes well.
If all goes well, we'll have 3 days in a row that we're doing these, which
Yeah.
will be dope snazzalistic. If you ask me.
Dope shizzy.
Dope schnizzity.
Schnizzle.
Dope
I really
schnizzle.
want to get tomorrow's out pretty early. So I
Like
can-
early in the day?
Like as soon
Or,
as I get off work.
this one? You mean this one on YouTube, or you mean
No, well,
do
this
the
one
other
on
one?
YouTube, but also record the other one.
I understand.
Yeah.
This one, the thing with YouTube is I just forget. I just forget to put them up right away. Because usually I can get them up within 5 or 10 minutes of us being done. Like, they just have to finish copying to my computer from being... Because they record, like, immediately. And I just give them a minute to make sure there's no, like, weird audio issues from loading. Oh, dude, we have some stuff to go over.
We do. I sent notes.
I know you did. You didn't send a ton.
I sent like, what I sent was very meaningful.
The morality of doing what makes you happy, and Clover Girl.
Yep.
For some reason, I thought you meant to say Cover Girl.
Nope.
It's like the morality of what makes you happy, Cover Girl. Like I thought it was like a punchline, or like a tagline. Hello, Snipes. Snipes and
Hello,
Dubner.
Snipes. Do you want to talk about your stuff first, or talking about my stuff first?
You talk about your stuff.
Okay, so I found the pictures, by the way. I've been meaning to send them to you of the
Pictures?
Clover Girl that keeps popping up on my shit.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you know what I'm talking about. Hold on, I'm gonna send
That's
you.
from the dating app.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna send them to you on Twitter, so that way you
Okay.
can put them up for everybody to see.
Okay.
They're not scandalous, I promise.
Okay. I'll decide that.
I'm just gonna send pictures of us with our shirts off.
Imagine.
There's one.
Okay.
Oh, can I only do these one at a time? Oh, that's annoying.
You should be able to do like 4.
Maybe I have to hold them and select them.
I have no idea. Oh,
There's
well,
one.
okay, that's close to the mic.
You just bloop bloopy bloop bloop everybody in fucking
Everybody's
chat.
ears. Okay.
Select. Oh, yep, I can only do these one at a time. It's gonna be a minute because I got like 5.
Clover, this dating app killed it in 2019.
Fuck off with that shit. I hate that
She
shit.
is pretty.
No, it's just the same girl with big titties every time.
She's still pretty.
I mean, she is, but like at the same time, every time I see her, I'm just like an ad. Get away. You know what I mean? Like it's not even that. Like, she's pretty, but she's not like. She's. I associate her with that
I can't
ad.
show that one.
You can't show that one.
No.
Why?
I
What's
don't
wrong with
think.
that one?
It's just too much of what is shown.
Too much skin.
Yeah.
See what I mean though? She's got huge titties. Like they're bigger than her head.
You call yourself a Charlie Boy fan? I'm fucking loaded on channel points, bro. I highlight every message just because I just got that. I'm just that jacked. Ugh. Try talking in chat again when you're a true fan.
And the things
Okay,
that get me
thank
is
you.
like the ones that they try to make into a meme. That's also an ad.
Yeah, hold on, let me show.
Those get annoying.
Let me make sure.
I think that's all of them. Hold on.
I
I'm
had
making
to. Okay, I have to make sure chat can't see certain things on my Twitch or my Twitter.
Why do they have-
Essentially, it's this lady in a bunch of different ways, guys.
Yeah, but like show them the rest of them,
Hold on.
because like they get worse, but also like
I'm not showing all of them.
yeah, I can't show certain ones.
So then that one. Then this one. I think that's the last one I'm showing.
Well, do the other one, the one that's another meme, like a meme or whatever.
Nah.
Come on.
Nah, I can't.
Why? Why can't you do that
Because of
one?
things. Look, Twitch is weird. I just don't want to. I don't want to
I
mess with
hate.
that.
So this lady has become the bane of
We
my
want
existence.
boobies. Sorry, go ahead.
This lady's become like the bane of my existence because
Mhm,
like
'cause
it
it's
doesn't,
obviously-
it doesn't matter like what app I'm using. She's just always there. She was on iFunny, and I use iFunny every day, and I'm like, get off my shit. Move along.
You just wanted to say hop off my dick so bad.
No, I'm like, get
You
off.
say that all
go.
the time. Just date her.
Just date her. I don't want to date her. She's annoying.
I mean, you say that. But
She is.
What if she's awesome? What if the actual lady herself
Oh, you're
is
reading
awesome?
too much into this. It's not that serious. It's just leave me alone so I can look at my memes.
Mhm.
That's all I want.
What if you end up falling in love with her?
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, what if you guys are meant for each other and you just don't know it, and this is the way you find out?
Ah,
What if that's the way, dude?
fuck that. Look at Evie just losing her shit
She's
behind
like
you.
lately going crazy.
Oh, look at her. She's so sweet. I love her. What was the other thing that I had listed?
Bro, I don't even remember.
The morality of
Of something or
doing
another.
what makes you happy.
Yes.
Okay, so
Morality of doing what makes you happy.
so like I had this thought the other day
Uh-huh.
that came across, not because of a situation I'm in, but because of a situation of somebody that I know that's in.
Okay.
So like I've got this friend that has feelings for another friend,
Ooh.
but the other friend doesn't like them that way,
Ooh.
and telling the other person makes the relationship complicated.
Mm.
So, like, and I swear to God, this isn't like connected to me at all. Like, this is like something that I observed, like from a distance, like so much of a distance that I wasn't even told about it. I just like was able to put two and two together.
Yeah.
So, actually, it concerns people that you know, Charlie. But
No. Don't put me in this.
okay, never mind. I'm not gonna put you in this. But anyways, so I was like, wow. So like, what do you do in that situation? Like, do you tell the person that you feel something for them, or you risk complicating their friendship, or do you just not say anything, or do you like, you know what I mean?
You mean if you're the two people in question?
Yes. And like, what's the morality of
Like,
like
does
trying to
each
do what
person like each other?
No, one
So
person
one
likes
person
them,
likes the other and the other
but
doesn't.
the other person doesn't know that the other person doesn't like.
Yeah, of course. Or
So,
they do, you mean?
Or like, you know what I mean? Like,
Ooh.
do you risk the morality of that for trying to be happy, or like, because I heard somebody saying, like, in response to all this, that what you feel is what you feel, and you should always express that. But like, what if what you feel isn't like right for the situation?
Mm-hmm. Super Soaker Nick just resubbed with the emote, take your shirt off emote. So, just wanted to put that out there. Dude.
That's a deep question, isn't it?
Yeah,
we're
it's-
starting
it's a
out
very-
deep today.
It's a
Jumping right
very,
into
and
the
I have
deep
some
end.
deep stuff to talk about as well. It's a very, bro.
And
I
you
don't
could
know.
apply this. You could apply like this morality of like doing what makes you happy to other situations.
Oh well, for sure. It's just the problem is like it's very case by case.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like overall, I mean the like, there's two people, bro. There's the cynic who's like, don't say that because then you're gonna ruin the friendship. And if you have the friendship, at least you have the friendship. If you mess it up, you'll never have the friendship or the relationship. But then there's the like romantic side where it's like, go all in. If it works, and blah, love. You know, it's like, who knows, dude? I don't know. I mean. Marry me? See, Dilton gets it.
Yeah, Dilton.
Just, I think go all in. I don't know. Depends on who you are.
Well, what would you do if you were in that situation?
Again, depends on the person. Depends on the situation.
So, like,
If I loved you, like if I was you, you didn't love me back, and I was like, Creighton, we're in love. I'm in love with you.
And then
No,
I
I would.
didn't feel
I
the
would
same
just.
way.
I would just jump off a bridge.
Why are you gonna
Something's
put that
wrong.
on me, Charlie?
Look at this. Shirt's on. No one is surprised. What?
Why would you put that on me, Charlie?
Well, it was a joke. I was kidding.
You see, he jokes.
To be fair, Dilton said it for Dilton. Cross of X, Yeet and Skeet, 7 months in a row. I love you, Andy.
Nice.
Dilton said, Chris, I have feelings for you. Creighton doesn't want to come between us, though. These are the facts of the situation. Don't worry, Creighton, I got this.
So, but what would you do if it was the opposite and like you didn't have
Like if the
feelings for
person came up to me,
Yeah.
and I didn't, and I definitely didn't feel the same way. I just thought we were friends.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Right?
Bro. I mean, I wouldn't end a friendship or anything. I would make sure they knew that I still cared, but like not to the point where I was like, I would definitely make sure they knew that there's no hard feelings, and I would still like to be friends. And if that's if it's the kind of situation where that person can't be around me anymore because of what they've said, I get it. But I wouldn't actively push anyone away. I don't
Well,
think.
you've kind of been in a situation like that.
Yeah. Okay, but let's not talk about.
Oh,
it
okay.
on the
I don't want to
podcast.
I don't want to get into it on the podcast.
No,
but
I know what you mean.
But like in vague terms, like when
Yes.
you were in that situation, did it affect?
No, I mean you know it didn't.
No, I know that, but I mean like right after did it affect it? You know what I mean? 'Cause
I mean,
know,
there's definitely probably almost always going to be an awkward stage for a second, but I mean,
And how long did that awkward stage last
not
for you?
long.
Like weeks, months?
Week or two, I think, if I'm remembering right. I don't know. Just depends.
I went through several cases like that in high school where like
Mhm.
people like
Came up to you and were like, "I'm in love with you."
Yeah, and I was like,
That happened to me a few times in middle school.
I was like, oof.
One time in high school, early high school, and then a lot of nope. Check Discord on your phone. I'm just gonna type it in there. I don't want to say it because of people that may be watching.
Check what on here?
Check Discord on your phone.
check
I'm gonna
Discord.
type it there.
Oh, like our Discord or like the group chat?
Our Discord.
You should drop that shit in the group chat with
Dude.
no context.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I can't say certain things.
Really? Anyone in particular?
Not that you know. Maybe you know later.
Okay.
I'll take my fucking shirt off
For-
when it gets theirs off.
For a second, I thought it was
Night Tim.
I thought you said it was like the person, like that's related to you in that sense, and I was like, well, that's incestual.
Oh no.
And I was like,
I see how the way I typed it that
Like,
could
when I
like get
first glanced at it,
misinterpreted. Yeah.
when I first
You were like,
glanced
whoa,
at it.
that's a word I shouldn't be saying probably. Hi, why are the shirts still on? God damn it.
Oh man, can we talk about current events? I haven't been watching the news at all.
Like, do you mean can we or do you mean like can you tell me?
Yeah,
Like,
let's do some current events. 'Cause,
Yes,
like
but first I have to say that Tim responded to the tweet and said, "You sit on a throne of lies."
I saw that. Oh, that's
Okay.
10. Deanna's 10.
What?
Is Deanna 10?
Tim. Yes, T-E-M, Tim. Not
Okay.
T-I.
I didn't know Deanna was Tim.
That is Tim. That's Deanna.
Oh, okay. Deanna's.
Wow, you're putting her
Tim sounds
government
cool.
out there. She's gonna be
Is
mad.
that her government?
That's her government name. That's her first name.
Oh, why did she get my Twitter on that?
I mean, she doesn't expect. She's mad. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's like one of those things you just should know not to say if,
Well, I
if you
didn't
go by a
know.
different name.
You said it, and then like I was like, oh, is
It's
that
okay.
who
It's
that
okay.
is?
You're just
I
a
thought
bad.
you
You're just a bad
misread me.
person now.
Oh, you
Will.
shut the fuck up.
Can we get a channel points thing to like create and see chat? No, never.
We're trying to get Chad away from Charlie eventually.
Yeah, I am doing a good job. Like here, I'll show you.
Yeah.
People are chatting away right now. People are like already.
Yeah, they're like blowing it up.
They're blowing
Thanks,
up
guys, for being here.
I've only read like 5.
I think they missed us.
Yes, I mean
I missed us.
I missed us.
I missed you, Charlie.
I missed you too, Creighton.
I missed
I
your
love you.
beautiful face.
Thank you. I missed your wonderful hair. So, current events. Well, you know what? Before I look at them, I'll just say the ones I can remember.
Okay, yeah. Because I
Uh,
look. So for full discretion, I've been like sleeping in a lot lately, and like, what? I could tell you read something funny.
Good.
So I've been sleeping in a lot lately, just
I know.
because I've been out late at night, and like
Mhm.
I've been sleeping good, like sleeping in lately. So like I'm never awake when the news is on anymore. I've been sleeping through it, And so I wake up and like just the Wendy Williams show will be on. If any of you guys know what that is.
To be fair, I haven't been super up on the news because Philip DeFranco has been on vacation for like a month.
Who's
So
that?
Philip DeFranco is where I get most of my news. He's a YouTube channel.
Is he like Emergency Awesome? Like he just covers the basics of the news?
Kind of. Like, he doesn't cover the basics. He covers, like, a few choice stories and goes over them in depth.
I would love, like... if
You'd
we
like
had-
him. He's really funny.
I would love if we had, like, an Emergency Awesome that covered the news. But, like...
That's kind of what he
came at it
does.
from, like, a totally, like, just non-biased, like, point of view. Like, he does with,
That's
like,
what Philip DeFranco is like. He's very... he just tells you what happened. And then at the end, he'll give his take, but he'll make sure you understand, like, here's my take. Give me yours in the comments and everything. You know, tell me on there. We'll figure out who's doing what. But he's not going to be super, like, biased on either side. If he ever is a little biased, he'll say, like, look, like, he does news about PewDiePie a lot because big stuff will happen with PewDiePie. He'll say, look, again, I am biased because I'm friends with Felix. So here's this and here's that and blah, blah, blah. Here's what I have to say. But also here's what happened. And here's how it could be perceived. And he's pretty good. I like him. There's a few news people on here I
Didn't
like.
PewDiePie just get married or something?
Mhm,
Like,
a little
not
bit.
so long ago?
A few months back.
I didn't realize, like, he had such a thick accent until, like, I sat down and actually, like, watched one.
He's
So,
Swedish.
another full disclaimer. I've never, like, watched PewDiePie until, like, maybe, like, a couple months ago. Like, I actually sat down and watched him.
Yeah,
was
I don't
like,
think I've ever
wow.
watched a YouTube video of his.
His voice is, or his accent is so thick.
Mhm.
Like, I wasn't expecting that.
He's funny.
Not from somebody who kind of looks like Drake Bell.
Drake Bell.
Yeah, he does. To me, at least. Like,
Anyway.
the old way he used to look. Anyways.
It looks like Joaquin Phoenix is almost definitely going to win Best Lead Actor
Well, duh.
at the Oscars. It
That's
looks
like
like
saying
1917 is definitely going to win Best Picture at the Oscars.
You saying like all this, and I'm like, yeah, the sky's blue. Like, you know, like I wasn't expecting any of that to not happen.
What?
No, I just knew like all the you've told me.
Well, I'm saying things are happening. So the way that big, what's it called? Like predictors of awards for the Oscars are predicted by people like you and me are based on all the other things. So like there's the SAG Awards, there's the Screenwriters Guild Awards, there's the Golden Globes, all these things. So
BoJack kind of did like a thing like that when he was trying to get his
who?
Oscar.
Oh
BoJack,
yeah, kind of. But wait, who?
BoJack, like BoJack
BoJack.
Horseman.
What?
You never saw? You don't remember that arc where he was trying to get the Oscar?
I mean, I remember that, but no, hold on, you're not. I don't think you understand. What so, like, out of the last like 15 years of the Screen Actors Guild Awards, whoever wins Best Screenplay, like it's like 13 out of the last 15 have gone on to win the Oscar as well. So Joaquin Phoenix won at the SAG Awards and the Golden Globes for Best Lead Actor. 1917 won Best Picture at the Producers something or another, which is like winning the same shit at the Oscar. Like, it's looking like these things are happening the way they're happening. Kieran's here. That's all I'm gonna say. He said a whole ass thing. Oh my god. Never mind. Anyway, I'm trying to remember more shit bro, I'm so bad with news stuff.
No, you're fine.
Like, unless I, like, heard about, like, most of the time I've watched a Philip DeFranco video. And that's been a big, like, reason that I know. But I'll actually, like, straight up look at the news real fast. Crowds in Virginia's cap. Oh, my God. Okay, so, yeah, this happened.
What?
Virginia, let me double check and read over the thing. So, if I'm saying this wrong, someone correct me, but I'm pretty sure that Virginia canceled the Second Amendment.
What?
And like 20,000 people showed up to the Capitol with guns, or like saying, "Hey, and now there's a state of emergency in Virginia. In
What?
Richmond. Yes.
What the hell is happening?
So I was told that
How can you
today.
cancel the Second Amendment?
I don't know. I don't mean literally cancel the Second Amendment, but like essentially, it can't, like they.
And that happened today?
Pro-gun activists descended on Richmond on Monday to protest gun control legislation proposed by Democrats. Due to fear of violence, Governor Ralph Northam declared a state of emergency on Wednesday ahead of the demonstration.
Wow.
Virginia's doing the right thing. Hey, idiot. Hey, Mike. How the fuck do you cancel an amendment, bro? I don't know. Dude, why did you cancel it? Guns don't kill people. People kill people
That's
with
fair.
guns.
I agree with that. I agree people kill people. I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like guns play a part, but I feel
Yeah.
like we should have guns.
I do too. Look, that's a very touchy subject.
I know
Let's
it's a
not
touchy
cover that
subject.
unprepared and sleepy because I'm so sleepy.
I mean, like, I know it's a touchy subject, and I'm not gonna get like super into like why I feel the way that I do, but that's the
It was
the
very
summary.
peaceful, Nick. No one's hurt, and apparently everybody cleaned up after themselves when they left.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Who knew? People who shoot guns are actual people. They're nice.
Okay, bro.
That's
Relax.
crazy.
Relax.
Sorry.
Relax, bro. You're
I'm
biased on this.
I'm very biased on it. I think it's stupid. Like,
Well, see, stop. Just don't say things like that. Don't say that's stupid. Don't give opinions. Just not on this. Not right now. I'm tired.
not right now.
Let's cover other. Look, when we've had a day to, when we're like 8 hours deep into a 24-hour podcast, so we're like good and our minds are moving. Maybe then, but right now let's chill.
Are we doing it? Oh, there might
I
be.
do too, Mike.
So
After this,
24-hour
try to remember.
podcast. Like, I really want to do one.
Uh-huh.
You're like, the date that I picked is like so far in the future, it's not even a real date to you. But like, it's literally like March. So I couldn't get the Friday the 13th one that I wanted to do because
I know.
of somebody else taking off at work that same day.
Just so we all
It's-
are clear, I don't care and don't want to do a 24-hour.
That's
anytime
very
soon. He wants-
that's very necessary. But so fuck, you messed me up.
24 hours.
Somebody took off the weekend that I want to take off, and like the person that took it off is very integral to the way my job works, so I have to be there for that weekend. But I want to do the next weekend after that, which is March 20th. So we would do it starting on the Friday the 20th, and then go up until a certain time, making it 24 hours on the 21st, and then that would be the 24-hour podcast. I really want to do it. Charlie's like, and I'm like, this could be great for us, and you suck, and you should, like, you know, eat a dick and just buckle down and do it.
Mhm.
Because we should.
I understand.
And then we'll go to Cherokee afterwards.
I would be so down for that.
See?
Not after a 24-hour though.
No. I mean, like, we'll go to Cherokee the next weekend afterwards.
That would be dope.
See? I will reward you for it.
God damn it.
Look, he's into it now. He's like, when we going?
No, it's like it's the gun thing.
Oh, why? Did that hurt somebody's feelings?
No, it's not that. It's just
Are you still thinking about it?
no. Yes, only because of something someone said. Like, you ever see something
What
and
did
you're like,
somebody say?
hold on, no, stop.
Come on.
You ever see
Okay.
something and you're like, I'm just gonna forget about that. But then you see another thing and you're like, logic though. Come on, dude, logic. And then you want to keep saying, and now I'm like stuck on it. But I'm gonna
Was
keep
it what
doing other things.
somebody said on the story, or like somebody said in chat?
In chat, it's fine.
What did somebody say? Come on.
No,
please
it wasn't
tell
like
me.
it wasn't like
It's so.
it wasn't like
thought-provoking.
hateful or mean. It was just like a stat that they said, and I was like, okay.
What was the stat?
God
You gotta go into it now,
Okay.
Charlie.
damn it. Kieran said, "Yo, I don't care, fam, but our no gun laws in Australia have resulted in one mass gun murder in the century, whereas you guys in 1 year triple what we have in a century." Yes, more than triple actually, Charlie. Kieran, I know. I'm not disagreeing with you. The problem is that people think there's a chance that you're going to get rid of guns in America. There are more guns. There's like more than double gun. I know people with over 1,000 guns.
Yeah.
More like I know a few people
Whoa.
that have lockers of guns. There are more than double the amount of guns in America than there are people in America. Like way more than double.
There's at least 6 guns in my household.
Yeah, I mean, really,
And like we're not even gun people. Like,
Yeah,
we
I'm not a
just
gun
have
person.
Guns.
I never shoot guns. Me and Mike were talking about going and shooting our guns because we hadn't shot them, and like we just needed to get the have them be used so they didn't sit forever. Like we just wanted to go like out to a farm and just like shoot cans for like a couple hours.
Oh, you want to come to my house and shoot guns?
Maybe.
I got
But
a
hold
lot
on,
of
hold on,
room.
hold on. We'll talk about this later. Anyway, what I'm saying is, we don't shoot guns.
Yeah.
I don't even use them. They're
But
there.
they're there,
They're
yeah.
there. You know, I mean, I've got.
This is America.
There's
Kieran.
like-
I feel like you don't understand.
There's like
the
4
American-
within 10 feet of us. like I have them all. I have them everywhere, dude.
Basically,
They're
we-
in the walls, literally.
You walk into America and it's basically like you're tripping over guns over here.
Michael, when Michael was doing stand up, he had a great bit about Texas. He was like, you know, if you go to Texas, they give you guns. If you pass to the border of Texas, they're like, hey, welcome to Texas. You got a gun? And it's like, oh yeah, here's my gun. He's like, nah, fuck that shit. Here's a better one. And they'll upgrade your guns just because you're in Texas.
That's like Family Guy did a joke like that. Like when Peter bought like a biscuit or something at a store, and they just gave him a gun.
Yeah. Here's your gun. Here's your biscuit.
He's like, my gun.
That's funny.
I feel like we should look. Okay, so like also, I think guns are a symbolic thing here too. Like, yeah, I feel like you have something to say, but should I keep going?
You have way less than half of our population, Kieran. There's like, aren't there only like 20 million people in Australia? Am I dumb for thinking that? Hold on.
Australia is very deadly as a country. Kills off people all the damn time. That's why you guys don't last that long over there.
Yeah, 24 million. You have way less than half. You have, bro, there's 350 million people in America, not including illegal immigrants. Like, they're not on a census. We've, like, bro, and there's a lot of them. Like, you guys have the same population as L.A. like Los Angeles has like 20 million. Yeah, almost. 24.6 was 3 years ago, so it's probably 25 or 26. Honestly, it's close. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me double check that.
You got enough people for us to give everybody like 3 guns apiece.
Los Angeles.
And still have left over like 40.
Oh, 4 million. Why did I think 20? Oh, I bet it's California's 20 million.
California.
Population.
Look up Texas. That would be a great comparison.
Yeah. California is 40. Okay, so I was somewhere.
Wow, there's more people in California than there is in Australia.
Yes.
Combined.
What? Of course. Dude.
That's a lot of people.
Los Angeles has like, it's like top like 3 economies on the planet. Not like America's economy, but like California's economy. Like it's ridiculous. Or Los Angeles, I think actually. Specifically Los Angeles' economy is like ridiculous compared to other cities in the world. Get rid of these tabs.
That was our economic talk. It's somehow, or not economic population talk. Wait, so how does that
Kieran,
average out with
Kieran,
our
hold
gun
on.
count?
But I think it just needs to be stricter, not illegal. Yeah, I'm not saying it should be illegal either. And the only problem with stricter is that there's barely much strict. Like, the problem isn't strictness. The problem's, like, mental health.
Yeah.
Because, and I mean, mental health's one problem, but a majority of the, like, mass shootings, not majority, that's like confirmation bias. A lot of the shootings that they qualify as mass shootings aren't like just somebody. It's like drug deals,
Yeah.
and stuff that they just pile in with those statistics. Again, this is a touchy subject. I don't want to cover it too hard. I'm glad that there's no one like in here being like dumbasses about it. Like I know you, and you're not like you're a dumbass, but you're not like a dumbass. You're not like you're not like
gonna be in there.
You're not gonna be in here and like fucking
oh, this
eat
is
my
what I
dick
think.
about it. Like you're not gonna be annoying. Like you're gonna have a conversation with me.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure Kimberly's loving this.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's very much a gun enthusiast.
Well, I just meant like I know her and your dad want me to talk about like.
Oh yeah.
They just want me to talk about more.
I don't even know if my
controversial
dad watches these. Like
I
I know
doubt
he
it.
watched like the first one. I think.
things. I don't know. When he talked to me, he said it as if he had seen a few of them.
Oh really?
I think he talked to
Well,
me.
he's
as
good
if
though at like kind of like talking. I think that's where I get like a lot of my talking ability from. Is from him. Like my mom's definitely good at talking, but he's like really good at talking.
SpaceX successfully completed its first critical emergency escape test ahead of the first astronaut mission.
I swear to God, I thought you were about to say SpaceX now has guns on it. Like that was because
SpaceX now take guns to space.
I'm like, do guns even work the same way in space?
They're probably way more dangerous in space.
Probably.
There's no drop off.
Oh yeah.
If you aim,
Dude,
like,
it just
if
keeps
that gun's
going.
made right, that shit's fucking going through everything that it touches.
Yeah.
That's a bullet, bro. Until it hits a planet or something else, like, that's tough.
Unless you're pointing down, which down is relative in space.
Doesn't matter, yeah, it still would
No, I'm
go
talking
until
about
it
like
hits
down
something.
to Earth, like.
Oh. Do you remember Ghosts? Guns in Space? What? Dylan, what do you think?
So what about
Blake, so you said
what about
God, I'm fucking
SpaceX
horny.
now? It's
So they... I scrolled past it.
Ow, I hit my knee.
They completed their first critical emergency escape test ahead of their first astronaut mission.
Now what does that mean?
I mean, I guess
What's
basically
what's the critical escape test?
like probably something to do with like last second. Oh shit! Pull the lever, send us out. Like basically just making sure everything on the like. I guess I don't know. I mean, probably what it says. The
like I feel
whatever
like you read that.
in the critical
I
emergency.
feel like you read that and was like, yeah, everybody understands that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you should.
I don't like. Okay, it's not that I don't understand it. It's more
Don't-
like
God, Blake said in all caps, "God, I'm fucking horny," and then Chris deleted his message, said no caps, and then he said it in normal letters, "God, I'm fucking horny." I just thought you would like that.
It's not that I didn't understand what you were saying about
Oh.
SpaceX, but it's more like, wait, what?
When Dilton said, "Do you remember Ghosts? Guns in Space?" He meant Call of Duty Ghosts when they had guns in space.
Oh yeah. Or Halo, like part of Halo is guns in space.
That's true.
Like Halo Reach especially.
Halo Reach, Halo 3, and Halo 2. Remember Halo 2 at the beginning when you're on the ship?
Oh yeah.
And you go out and fight the elites and they have the spacesuits on?
You're not in the space though, are you?
You're in space. You're like on the ship in space.
No, but you're not outside of the ship in space.
Yeah, you are. No, you're outside at one point. Remember, you have to go out to because you're in the suit. You're the only one that can go outside for a minute. Remember, he like floats through on the bomb. Like he grabs the bomb and says,
yeah.
"I'm gonna give the Covenant back their bomb."
Yeah.
Remember, bro,
That
that
was
game
so
is so
badass.
good. That game.
That's how
Halo
that game
2,
opens.
Halo 2 and Halo 3, like Halo 1's great, but Halo 2 and Halo 3 are fucking mad. Best game. Two of the best games of all time.
Yeah.
So good, bro. Sometimes I wish I could play those like today without ever playing them. Like I wish that me in like the peak of my what I respect as like good plot and good storytelling, I wish I could witness those now for the first time.
I'm excited for Halo Infinite. Like,
I'm excited, but I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
I'm worried it's gonna be
Halo
like Halo
5. So I
Halo
didn't hate
5.
Halo 5.
I didn't hate it. I liked the story.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like everything else.
I thought it was interesting that they made the choices they made with Cortana.
Yeah, I didn't love.
I
I didn't like that she physically changed, like or not physically, but aesthetically.
How so?
Like it's a different character model.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's not the same look as
Do
she
we have
was
a
in-
comparison?
Yeah, I got you.
'Cause I didn't notice.
Cortana. Side by side from Halo 4 to 5.
Will you do us the honor of putting it up on the big screen?
I am. It's kind of hard to.
Cortana, one of my waifus, by the way.
Okay, dude. So, this is Cortana from Halo 5,
Oh, I like that design.
and this is Cortana from Halo 4. It's kind of hard to tell. It's very subtle.
I
It's
don't
like-
see what you're talking about.
Hold on, I've seen versions. Hold on. That's her in Halo 5. That's her in Halo 4. That's a little easier to tell.
Oh, okay. So it's more like the design of her outfit.
Well,
She
not
looks
really her outfit,
more-
more like even her face. Like you can tell she's like a flawed, not totally super AI character.
Yeah.
In Halo 5, she is much more. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Well, don't they kind of explain that by saying she got put in that thing?
Well, yeah, she
And
said
she
343 needs to
upgraded.
find a way to fund their competitive scene as well. Dude, I agree.
But like, you know what I mean?
Competitive
like,
Halo's a
they put
joke.
They put her in that thing with the what's it called, the Diadact, and she beat the Diadact, and then like pretty much fucking like died, and then came back upgraded. You know what I mean?
Not even upgraded, just like I don't know, bro.
And full on corrupt, by the way. Like
Super
evil,
corrupt, evil Cortana.
Evil Cortana. I love evil Cortana.
I mean,
though.
she's fine. I don't know, bro. I loved Cortana so much. She's like one of the greatest characters of video
oh
games.
yeah.
Like
And her
she,
and Master Chief's relationship. Oh my god.
it was dope.
Halo Reach is basically like a Cortana origin story, kind of, in a way.
Yeah, but I mean, Halo Reach is awesome in its own right, but it barely constitutes with the rest of the Halo story because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so loosely connected.
Yeah.
Other than here's how we got Cortana the Pillar of Autumn.
And like I think I like that they did that though. They kind of like made it loosely connected because it's like it kind of reminds me of like what Rogue One is to Star Wars or A New Hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And both are considered the best story-driven games of their series.
Yeah.
Or movie
Yeah.
and game. I don't know. Like with Halo specifically, stop it, Chris. Let him say his shit. He's timing him out for all capsing. He says, "We want nipples," in all caps. Damn it.
Come
I
on,
lost
see,
my train
this
of
is why
thought.
we need to take Chad away from
I
you.
know, I'm only looking when crazy things happen, like people getting banned. I'm like making sure the wrong people don't get banned. Okay, Jesse. Now Jesse's all capsing. The problem with you and me having conversations about video games is most of my problems are with competitive.
And your problems are a lot of performance, I guess, video game based, and mine
Yeah.
are like very much story driven because I'm way more into the story than I am into like.
No,
just
I'm
playing
super
the
into the story as well, but I mean my issues with because when it comes to story, Halo's had a pretty consistently good story. I've liked all of their stories pretty. I mean, Halo 5's was a little lackluster.
I feel like
only because they
threw
they
in a
started
bunch of-
treating it a lot like Star Wars, in the sense that they expect you to read up to catch up to a lot of the
Yes.
story. 'Cause,
I
like,
hated
Halo
that.
5 starts off and you're like, wait, who are all these characters
Yeah,
that Chief's with?
exactly.
Oh, and they're just all buddy, like they've been together for a decade or two.
Yeah,
Like what's happening?
it
And then
takes away-
now apparently Infinite's starting that way. Apparently Infinite's starting way after the cliffhanger of 5. Way after, like a year after.
Oh man.
There's like already a comic and everything describing what happens after, like in the immediate aftermath of 5.
I'm gonna have to absorb that. Boy, so like, how can they do that to us? Come on, 343, get your shit together. Bungie would have never let this happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
If it's just putting a game. And then
4 was great.
I liked 4 a
I
lot.
loved
Yeah.
4. Bro, when him and Cortana are in the thing and she's saying goodbye, bro.
Oh, dude.
I never
That
felt
would've
like
been-
more of a fucking sap. I
that-
was so sad.
That would have been a good
That shit
ending
crushed me.
for the whole franchise, I feel like.
No.
You don't think so?
Nah.
You like Evil Cortana?
I don't like Evil Cortana. I like
you
what
wanna see
Evil
what-
Cortana represents. I like that that can become a thing and that possibly there's a chance. Little chance. We get Cortana back.
I don't know. I just don't think it's going to end that way.
I don't either. I think most likely
It's
Chief
gonna be-
dying is the end of Halo.
Him and Cortana.
Him and Cortana. Or just him. Or just Cortana. I don't know. It's difficult. Because at what point do you become too cliche for killing off your hero after the franchise is over? You know what I mean? Like, is there ever like a spaghetti western, sad, happy, like bittersweet, like Game of Thrones ending? Spoiler alert for Game of Thrones. Like, main characters that survive, you would assume maybe would die, but
Well,
didn't.
You know
And
what?
then it's just
They
left
have
open-ended.
They have an interesting opportunity because if
Halo?
Yeah, because like they brought in this Spartan Locke and like his team.
Brought, not Broughton.
I didn't say Broughton.
You said Broughton.
Oh well, they brought in brought in.
Okay.
They brought in Spartan Locke and his team, which has that guy from ODST on it. Everybody's like
Nathan
fucking.
Fillion.
Everybody fucking loves him.
Buck, yes.
Buck, and I think that's cool. So like, if they do kill off Chief, they could replace Chief with Locke. as the main character.
No, that would be a shitty. No, I don't want to
Yeah.
play Halo with Bro, it's You play Master Chief.
Yeah.
Master Chief's the fucking G. You don't play Halo for Spartan Locke.
That's
What?
true.
I'd
That's
rather
fair.
play as fucking Cortana.
I had more fun playing as Master Chief in Halo 5 than I did playing as the other guy. Because
Well, yeah.
don't you bounce back and forth in that game playing from one to the
It
other?
was the only Halo I never played. I watched the story online.
Oh really?
I didn't have an Xbox. I couldn't play it.
Oh
Which, I mean, I don't care. Like, if it comes out on, like, if Infinite comes out on Steam, dope. I'll probably play it. But otherwise, I ain't playing that shit.
They just shoehorn it into the Master Chief collection.
Exactly. I mean, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna make so much money off of Infinite because it's
Yeah.
gonna be.
Well,
I
they're
mean, are they
returning to
trying
the
to make
old
this the
style,
last
right?
one? Are they trying to make this the last Halo, or are they not like super?
I don't know.
I can't tell what their thing is.
They could do like a thing in between the time that Chief was gone and he was back, because he's gone for like what, 4 years, 5 years. So that way they age up Cortana to where she's supposed to be malfunctioning.
You mean from 3 to 4?
Yeah.
you
It's
mean
like
you mean
5
have a
years.
game in the? Yeah, it's like 4.5.
Yeah.
You're saying have a game take place during those years?
Yeah, they could do that,
They could, but like,
showing like the Spartan program being redone and everything. Because like a lot of like the original Halo game like implies that Master Chief is the last Spartan. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but it's just not even kind of true.
Yeah.
He's never the last Spartan. He's the last known Spartan by the Pillar of Autumn because they're leaving Reach in dust and think that there's none left. When in reality, a lot of people escape Reach, and a lot of the Spartan program lasted, and a lot of Spartans weren't even on Reach. Like, it was kind of, that was them remedying the fact that to make the Halo story work, there needs to be more Spartans.
Yeah.
Like, to make it work effectively based on reality, like logically.
I like the questions Halo 4 asks. Like, what happens to these original Spartan 2s that were taken from their homes, or, like, basically kidnapped by the government and then turned into super soldiers? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like, what's the long-lasting implications of this? And what do you do with this, like, when you don't need to fight anything anymore?
My favorite thing was finding out some of the dumb little tiny like specific details, like the logistics of Halo.
Yeah.
Do you know how much his suit weighs?
It's like 1,000 pounds.
2,000.
2,000 pounds.
It's like ridiculous.
Because it really...
Like, homie is fucking jacked.
They did,
Homie's walking around with 2,000 pounds. You know how tall he is? He's like
He's like
7'9".
yeah. Oh, really?
He's like dome tall.
Wow.
Yes.
They did a good job of making it feel heavy in Halo 4.
That's one of the like dumbest things in the new games is that like in the old ones you can't sprint probably because you're carrying 2,000 pounds. Like just be a tank, walk around as a tank, you turkey. Like, Also, one of the funnier parts, Matt Pat did a game theory on Halo. Like, how is Master Chief, this fucking badass, wonderful, amazing guy, how can every time he get hit in the back of the head with a pistol and just die? And apparently, scientifically, that checks out because of the suit being that much. It's a whiplash effect.
Really?
Because of how strong you are, like in multiplayer, like a Spartan killing a Spartan by hitting him in the back of the head. Apparently, the strength it takes one of those people just to move around, that force to the back of the head with that much weight will kill you.
Jesus.
He was like, checks out. It was like a game theory that he had.
Wow.
It was super funny.
You know what, though? Like, what was I going to say? I kind of miss that... I'm not saying they did a bad thing by making the armor feel heavy with the sounds and stuff it makes, but it would make sense if if there's no sound to it. Like, in Bungie...
Yes,
like,
Mike.
Like in the older Halo games, you know, where it feels like you're just dancing around, basically, moving. So, not like... I know you can't sprint, but it does feel like you move a lot faster. You know what I mean? And I feel like that makes sense for how strong he is compared to the armor. And it just being so heavy and feeling like kind of slow and stuff just doesn't... I don't know. It kind of took me out of the experience a little bit. But I get the logic behind making it feel heavy.
Yeah. I mean... in all reality, it's a video game.
Yeah, that's fair.
And when it comes down to the brass knuckles, the first 3 are way more fun to play than the new games.
Yeah.
You know, like, bro, we've been playing the shit out of... And, I mean, we've been playing Halo Reach, but we've been playing the shit out of, like, competitive Halo Reach, which is no sprinting. Dude, it's so fun. It's dumb. I've watched so much Halo now, that like, on Twitch. Like, my buddy Mike and my buddy Kelly... I've probably put fucking 40 hours into watching them since Halo came out. Like, dude, it's like if I am up and I need a stream in the background just to have to have like sound, you know, like in the room, their streams are going up. And like if I'm just watching a stream, their streams are going up. Like as long as Nick isn't live, they're who my first priority is. It's like who's live? Mike, okay. Who's live? Kelly, okay. Those are my guys. If they're both on, I'm watching Mike. Like, because Mike's my closer of a friend. And then, like, bro, but Kelly, dude, does Kelly sleep? This man Kelly doesn't stop streaming. I bet he's live right now. Dude, this man Kelly is, like, literally always fucking on, bro. I bet he's on right now. There's no way he's not. Watch, it's not gonna be on. It's gonna be crazy. No, he's on. He's on Halo the Master Chief Collection. Dude, homie only streams. It's like it's not just his job. It's like his life. He breathes his stream. It's crazy.
Let's do that.
Dude, I would love to. No, I don't know about you. I would love to get on every day at a certain time and do a podcast. Like, okay, it's 3 from 3 to 7. We're doing the Shirts Off daily podcast, the Daily Show, the Shirts Off Daily Show, the Daily Shirts Off.
Daily Shirts Off.
Daily Shirts Off. Oh, anyway, sorry.
We could.
Yeah, hopefully this gets to a point. That's like the dream, right? The dream is get to a point where we're doing this so much that, like...
God, I don't want to get up early, though.
What?
3's early for me.
Bro, that's fucking... You're so annoying. It doesn't matter what the time is. It doesn't matter if it's at 2... Realistically, 2 a day would be great.
Mm-hmm.
If we could do one early in the morning and then one late at night. Well, not, like, late either. Just, like, you know... Doing it, like... See, that would suck for you. But at this point, it wouldn't matter because our schedule would just revolve around
early
it.
in the morning, though.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't matter based on our schedules. Like, your schedule would change based on the podcast, you know? I would love the Tim the Tatman schedule. Tim the Tatman is a streamer. He's a gamer. He streams, like, I want to say, like, Eastern. He streams, like, 10 a.m. to, like, 1 p.m. And then he is something like that. And then he gets off for a few hours. He's a child. And then at, like, 6 or 7 p.m., he gets back on for a few hours. Or, like, maybe at, like, 4 or 5 p.m. I don't know. But he does, like, a 3 or 4 hour, then a 3 or 4 hour later in the day. He has, like, to split the audience. Because a lot of people aren't up at certain points of the day, you know? So, I think it's cool that he does that. But also, it would be so great if that was, like, our life. You know what I mean? Like, get up.
That's the end goal, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the end game. We're in the end
Oh,
game.
no, I lost the note. No, okay. Did you ever find the one that I'm missing?
No. I was talking to Quentin earlier today, talking about that scene from The Office, The Good Old Days, where he's like, I wish that someone would tell you when you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. And I was thinking, dude, I was like, I like that quote, but it's also kind of bullshit. I think you're constantly always in the good old days until you're about to die. I think it's just I think it's a new good old days. I think that if you judge your life the right way, you can think of it in terms of good old days. Yeah. Like the first good old day for us, I think where the good old days started
was art class.
No. Oh. I think for us it started
fuck you.
No, I think it started when we all started working together at Learn TV. Oh. I think the second good old day started when you left Learn TV and you were in school and we were still both working there because it was like a new chapter for us. Like Creighton's not here. What do we do?
Life without me. It was like
life
Michael.
Without Creighton. It was like life without Creighton. It was like Michael. It's like you're like when Michael left the office, yeah. And then the third good old day is right now. We're in the third good old day. You and me are starting the podcast. Quentin's a teacher. Yeah. Like what is happening? Like we're all out in the real world, living jobs and shit.
We're
like,
really mixing up our plot this season.
Yeah, that's bro. It's getting crazy. We're like it's like Smallville when they all graduated high school.
I never watched Smallville.
Bro, great show. Well. Yeah. Oh, some of it was great. It's starting to get kind of shitty the last couple seasons.
You should watch Arrow. Like the first two seasons.
So many Arrow shows. There's like 800
No, just
shows.
the first 3 seasons of Arrow. That's all you got to see. And that's before it becomes connected to a bigger universe. Mm-hmm. Like, and you want to stop about midway through season 3.
I have a child. My streaming schedule is wrecked, says Jesse. Jesse, I love you. Please don't stop sending me Snapchats and nudes.
How come you never Snapchat me?
I don't Snapchat anybody.
You said Jesse.
He sends me Snapchats.
Oh, you want me to just start sending you shit?
No.
For my day?
No.
I'll send you my
I don't want you to send me Snapchats.
You know what? I'm just gonna start sending you shit.
I feel like Arrow went downhill. Flash is good though. Hey,
yeah,
Shaq,
Flash is awesome. I love Flash. Look, so I haven't seen anything past season 3 of Flash or
don't get in a conversation about Flash.
5 of Arrow. And I've seen like the first 2 seasons of Supergirl and first 2 seasons of DC Legends.
Guys, relax. We're not talking about this.
Come on, it's an expanding universe. It's what the new.
We'll start talking about shit like that when we have guests on. But right now, one half of this show doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about.
It's the MCU of television, but with
DC. Yeah, I get it. I'm sure it's awesome. I hear it's awesome.
They're
I hear that
Flash,
critically
on from the movies.
I know.
Apparently, on Flash.
I know. So I saw it on Emergency Awesome.
It's gonna be pretty awesome. I wonder if it's the same suit and how they're gonna do the effects for that.
Up.
Did he say anything about that?
I didn't watch. I saw the.
Oh, you saw the video?
Thumbnail, yeah, I saw like the thing.
I love looking at his thumbnails. He's always got really cool thumbnails.
I wonder if he makes them. I wonder if he's a one-man team.
That's what I'm telling you. We've had this conversation a bunch. Like, and I think he has a team behind him.
I think he does.
There's no way he doesn't. But like,
I think he's married. I think he has like a wife and a kid. Like I just have this weird idea that he's super secretive and like effectively so.
But anytime he's on camera, like he looks like just this big nerd.
Yeah, I mean, bro, he is like the epitome of a big nerdy dude, and I love him. I
love him too. Don't get me wrong.
He's the greatest. I just want to meet him and give him a hug. Be like, I love you. You're the greatest. Thank you for all you do for us nerds.
Movies.
Bro, yeah, he makes a fucking killing. Bro, he posts so regularly.
And he posts about different shit.
Yeah,
like,
he
all
has
the
so-
time.
Like, hold on, I'm just gonna look at his, like, latest,
Like, look at the
5
categories that he has.
Yeah, bro.
Because
Like,
he's got Star Wars shit, he's got, like, Game
He's
of
got-
Thrones shit, he's got Mandalorian shit.
Walking Dead shit. Just here are the last 8. He has a Flash, Star Wars, another Flash, Morbius, so Marvel, Crisis on Infinite Earths, another Flash, the Black Widow trailer, Morbius trailer, Avengers Iron Man announcement breakdown, and Venom Morbius teaser.
What's that Iron Man announcement?
I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. But like 10, so like he covers everything that happens
Thoroughly.
Thoroughly. He'll cover an 8-second Super Bowl ad for Marvel and make a fucking 12-minute video about it, and it's good and you love it. It's like a great video. He covers so much shit in each video.
And
Like,
he's
I
barely
never
in the
don't
video.
like his video.
Yeah.
He's never in some of them. Sometimes he's not in the video.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it's just his voice.
Yeah, sometimes he's like, you can tell he's probably like sleepy. He doesn't feel like taking a shower and looking good, and he's just like. So yeah, guys, and he just reads the thing, and like, he's fantastic. He's
gotta have a
great.
team.
And like,
He's
that's
awesome.
just
I
the
love him.
last 10 days.
He's my hero. He's like what I aspire to be as a person.
Yeah, I mean, and like, this is only the stuff that is recent in
Yeah.
what is that? He does Walking Dead, Game of Thrones. He'll do the new Game of Thrones series when they come out. He does Rick and Morty. He did Gravity Falls when that was a thing. He's gonna do Avatar: Last Airbender. Like, he does Avatar videos now for the Avatar Netflix series. Like, bro, he does all of it. When Lord of the Rings
There's
happens,
never an
he'll do that.
off-season.
He did.
There's another Lord of the Rings?
I meant The Witcher, but the Lord of the Rings show is coming to Amazon. It's $1 billion budget for a show. Anyway, he'll definitely do that. Like, bro, this guy just covers. I don't know what he does. He has to just constantly be reading comics. Like, and like, he's got to have a team, bro. There's no way.
But still, he's been doing this for a long time. Like, he was
Yeah,
doing
he
this
has.
when I first got into Arrow, and that was the year after Arrow started in, like, 2012.
Oh, Pablo.
So that's been, like, almost, that's 8 years that he's been doing this.
He's a beast. I love him.
Jesus. I bet he's exhausted. I wonder if he ever takes some time off. Like, has he ever noticed, like, a break in his videos?
No, I think he makes a lot of certain videos, like, in bulk.
Oh.
So, like,
yeah.
whenever, like, Netflix shows happen, you know, he gives them, like, he spaces them out. So, like, Witcher, he did, like, 6 or 7 videos on Witcher, and he probably could have made them all as soon as he finished watching Witcher. You know, and then just did breakdown videos and done all of those in one day. So then, boom, you got, like, 7 videos wrapped
Just
up.
ready to churn out.
Ready to just, post at different times. And again, he probably has editors.
Yeah.
There's no way he's not making enough to... He's gone up, like, 1 million subs in 1 year. Like, he was at, like, 2 million last year. He's at 3.4 almost now.
Yeah.
Like, homie is just gradually building. He'll be like the most viewed comic channel on YouTube at one point for sure. Like,
This is the
Not even
the
comics,
emergency awesome talk portion of the podcast.
yeah. I mean, I can talk
I know
about
we.
it.
I know.
I can talk about a
it
good
before.
businessman and a like good,
Oh yeah.
like
Oh, my
super, like he means it. Like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
very addicted. Not addicted. What's the word?
God. Dude's gonna be our next president.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
Imagine.
You know what this means?
Are you going to the bathroom?
Yeah, I gotta take a shit.
Oh, there was something I wanted to ask you.
Well, you want to ask me? Ask me now.
No.
It's okay. I don't. It's
I
not
don't
like
remember what
super
it
needs to
was.
happen. I just know I need to go do it.
Go
What?
ahead and do it.
Go tell me first.
No, I really don't remember what it was.
Oh my
Anytime I
god,
think
you
about it.
cunt. I'm gonna be
We
listening.
got talking about like emergency awesome. And I can see.
Guys, Creighton can see chat now, so talk about DC. I don't
DC
care.
Just can't
Talk about the
even
show. Talk
catch
about the show.
A W. They're
Well, the show's at you talk.
wait. Can't catch a W. There are literally 2 movies I love that I think they made that are dope. I think Birds of Prey is gonna be an L. Sadly. Look, so I don't know about Birds of Prey. I've got mixed feelings about Birds of Prey. I don't think it'll be bad. I don't know if it'll be good. DC's been hitting some ballers lately, so that's definitely a wait and see kind of deal because it's a lot that they have going on in that movie, and so far we've only seen them handle like not one-off characters, but definitely like solo characters. Like you got your Aquaman, your Wonder Woman, your Shazam, and those are all like characters that have their own not condensed, but like their standalone story. Whereas Birds of Prey is like very much a group thing. Let's see here. Switch hello you smelly bastard. Name them? You want me to name the people in Birds of Prey? So you got Black Widow, Huntress, Ray Montoya, Harley Quinn, Black Mask, Black Canary. I think that's everybody that's in. That's gonna be in Birds of Prey. Solid or liquid? I don't know, Dilton. What do you think about what do you think about Birds of Prey? Isn't the chick playing Huntress one of the? I don't know. I've never seen Scott Pilgrim. I've wanted to watch it, but I haven't seen it. Man of Steel, Aquaman. I haven't seen Shazam or Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's really good. I haven't seen Shazam, but I can speak for Man of Steel and Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Those three I really like. Those were really good. See, that's what I'm saying. They do really well at standalone movies, and I've noticed that about DC. Not only just in their live action stuff, in their animated stuff, they do really good standalone shit too. And in their comics too. Like if they ever, the Justice League stuff and the greater like universe events are okay. The only time I've ever seen like group shit done really well is from either like the DCAU's Justice League or Justice League Unlimited, or like in the CW shows where they have the big crossovers and stuff. Oh, they also do well with like two character crossovers. Like I would love to see a Batman and a Superman movie that's like a world's finest movie instead of like Batman versus Superman. Like I think that whole shtick is dumb. But I don't know. What? Or like maybe crossover Green Lantern and Green Arrow. They were a thing in the comics. I probably won't see Birds of Prey. Seems like too much work for a movie that I don't care about. That's fair. That's fair. I'm probably gonna go see Birds of Prey, just on the principle of like I support the DCEU, even though I think it's definitely been a trying time to be a DC fan, movie wise. Shit, what's this? Oh, Dilson sent me a picture. I think Jared Leto's trailer for Morbius looks better than anything he's done with. Yep, that's fair. That's fair. Did you put it back? I think Ben Affleck have a bigger role in production and behind the scenes shit is what fucked up big movies as of late. That's fair too. I do hate hearing his Joker laugh too. I think Ben Affleck, like, he looked great as Batman, but as a Batman, he sucked. Like, he was definitely murdering people, like, left and right, and that just, I don't know, doesn't sit well with me as that character, because, like, I'm a huge Batman fan from Batman the Animated Series. Although I don't like every iteration of Batman, I do like the Batman the Animated Series version. I think that's the version that they should base a lot of the shit off of, because that was, like, the version for a lot of people. That still is the version for a lot of people, and that show's, like, going on 30 years old.
I think it's funny that Jared Leto just fucking hop skipped and went over to Marvel.
Oh, yeah, he definitely...
That's
he was
pretty
like,
funny.
Yep, I'm out of this one. I don't think he's even got, like, a cameo or anything in
Birds of
Prey. And
Probably.
from what I understand, there are flashbacks with him, but it's a body double.
That's funny.
From a distance. So it's going to be like, if you see him in that movie, it's not going to be him. Which, thank God, okay, so, I don't know if it's just an editing thing or whatever. I know people have different takes on it.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't like his Joker. I mean, like, I didn't hate him. I thought he was okay for what they were trying to do with that movie.
Yeah.
They were definitely trying to make him more of, like, a gangster type thing. Which you can make the same argument that they did that with Batman, like, you know, Batman 89. They made the Joker, like, a mobster / gangster. But I don't know. I feel like seeing Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker, like, just changes the game so much. So that, like, I feel like the only direction you can go in with the Joker is make him somebody who, like, you can laugh at, but also, like, somebody you can be terrified of at the same time. And, like, again, the animated series just nailed that, like, right on the head. Like, from the very first episode you ever see him in. Like, they nailed that shit down. And they had Mark Hamill as him, too. So, that's, like, the definitive version of the Joker for me.
I'm trying...
Until we see something better, maybe. Maybe something better is coming along the way. I like Joaquin's Joker. Maybe... I really hope they don't do a sequel to that, though. That's very much a good.
Yeah, I don't know
standalone.
how I feel if they do that, but I don't know if they're gonna get him to do that.
I hope they don't.
I'm trying to see, bro. Like if I look something up, just tell me. I don't need a fucking entire article. Like, just tell me the answer.
A lot of articles are just droning on and on just to like get you to read, and then they'll have it in the very last paragraph.
What the? Bro, is this from like before the movie even came out? Like, can someone definitively answer my question?
What's your question?
How many minutes was the Joker in Suicide Squad?
I think it's like 14.
Was
Something like that.
Joker on screen in the
Just look up all the Joker scenes from Suicide Squad on YouTube and see how long that video is.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
He got 10 minutes of screen time in the movie. You know, so here's why I defend his character.
He recorded enough to like have his own movie.
He
right?
recorded like an hour and 45 minutes of footage for the movie, like filmed footage, like that was edited, and they cut it because apparently, like some execs wanted Will Smith to end up being the main character after they marketed the movie for Joker. The reason people wanted to see it was because Joker. Like, Jared Leto literally, like, the year before won his Oscar. He was the talk of the town. He was known as an Oscar-winning method actor. He won, like, arguably one of the best supporting actor performances of the last 20 years, to me. I argue that. He's one of the best performances by a supporting actor in a long time. I mean, he fucking killed it in Dallas Buyers Club. He's one of the greatest. I mean, insanely well done. And then for his Joker, for anyone to complain about him being bad, bro, they re-edited the movie 2 months before it went to screen after being finished making another. The director and someone, there's another like high-ranking member of the, not quite like the producer, but somebody who was making, excuse me, making the movie, saying there is a much better version of Suicide Squad out there where the Joker is a main character. He's supposed to be like the main bad guy, not the other chick,
have
the
you
fucking
seen,
demon lady. That's why I defend him.
Have
That's
you
why I
seen
like him.
Attack on Arkham? Or Suicide Squad Attack on Arkham or something?
The animated thing?
Yes. It's not
I
the
haven't
newest
seen-
animated Suicide Squad, but the one before that. It's more
Is
based.
it the one where the
It's
black
kinda like
lady's
a
really
prequel.
fat instead of like...
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
I've seen a
prequel.
lot of that. I haven't seen the whole thing.
It's a prequel to Batman Arkham Asylum.
It's hilarious how big they make people in those. Like, Batman's like fucking
Yeah.
9 feet wide. Like, his chest
Yeah.
is as big as a car.
Yeah.
Like, all the characters in that series are like just ridiculously
They look like action
sized.
figures almost.
They really
like
do.
G.I. Joe action.
Hey, they sell, you know?
But hey, so like that movie, I thought that's how this Suicide Squad when I first saw it was gonna go, because Joker is very much the main bad guy of that movie, and like it makes sense for him to be like the bad guy for what they were going for and what they were leading up to, and then they changed it.
I was excited to see a Ben Affleck Batman versus a Jared Leto Joker one day.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think those two go up against each other well. I think that would have been one of the best Batman versus Jokers we've had. I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like the problem was the execution of everything. I think you had the building blocks to make something great, and you had the acting to make something great, and just effectively in the end, editing fucked everything up.
by the time Suicide Squad rolled around, for
And
me,
Ben Affleck fucked it because he wanted to. Like, he was one of the main writers of like the
Yeah.
new movies, and he kind of was backing out of his responsibilities apparently.
so
Sadly.
the going into Suicide Squad after seeing Batman v Superman, because that came out before that, I had a low bar, not because I didn't
To go see what?
after going to go see Suicide Squad after seeing Batman v Superman, because
Okay.
Batman v Superman came out like right before Suicide
Yeah.
Squad. I kind of had like a low bar set, not because like I hated Batman v Superman, but my biggest issue with Batman v Superman is like the title. Like, Jesus, come up with something. I mean, it's not
That's
an
your
MMA
biggest
fight.
issue?
And then I hated how they wrote Batman. Like, not all of it. There's some great shit in there.
Mm-hmm.
If they had just handled it better. Like, you know that scene where at the very beginning where it's like the end of Man
He
of
was
Steel?
an excellent Batman.
Yeah. Well,
He was
no,
a pretty shitty Bruce Wayne to me.
No, See, it's the other way for me. Like, I
Really?
thought he was a great Bruce Wayne and a shitty Batman. Like, you know, the end of it starts off at the beginning where it's like the end of Man of Steel,
Yeah.
and he sees the city getting destroyed, and he just runs into the debris. I was like, yeah, that's Batman right there. Like
That was dope.
That was
a
yeah.
dope scene.
I was like, yep, that's exactly what he would do, and that's Batman.
Yeah.
And then as the movie went on, I was like, oh no. Because, like, he was just straight up murdering people, like, left and right, crushing them with his car, throwing them into rooms with grenades and letting them blow up and shit. I was like,
That's not bad.
yeah. That's what I mean. Like, I love that first scene where he runs into the debris and then, like, he saves that girl or whatever from, like, the building falling, and then, like, her dad or whatever. Like,
I think
that's
the biggest blame, like, solely for that whole series, like, the whole, like, DCU... EU not working was that Zack Snyder had a big part in the beginning, and then his whole tragedy happened.
Yeah.
Like, his daughter died, like, something else happened. Like, there were two
His
big
daughter
things.
died?
Yeah, his daughter died.
Oh, wow.
Two bad things happened to him, like, inside of a year that, like, really fucked up his mental state, and they kind of just slowly, like, backdoored him out and said, hey, dude, don't mess with these right now, because, like, obviously you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And then everything started and, like, they're kind of on the come up. Like, Wonder Woman was dope. Apparently, I haven't seen Wonder Woman. I haven't seen
Wonder
Aquaman.
Woman's
I haven't seen
amazing.
Shazam.
Aquaman's amazing.
I've heard-
Aquaman's... Okay, so... What can I compare to Aquaman? So, like, you know the first Thor movie?
Yes.
That's what I feel like Aquaman's on the same level as. Which isn't a bad movie.
No,
by the way.
not bad at all.
Exactly. That's what I feel like Wonder Woman's is at too. The best of the DCEU, I think, to me, is Man of Steel. Because it's so cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know there's parts people don't like about it, like, because of the whole, like, scene where the city's being blown up or whatever, and, like, Superman's, like getting tossed through buildings and people are getting killed. But there was destruction levels like that in, like, the DCAU, and nobody had a problem with it there. I mean, like, this is some serious shit, and Superman is, like, literally, like, this is his first outing saving the world. There's gonna be mistakes made, you know what I mean? I didn't like that he killed Zod, but it was an interesting choice, and I wanted to see where they would go with that. You know
Yeah.
what
I loved Man of Steel. I love the whole movie.
I mean?
It's like my favorite Superman.
And I love that they take the time to, like, be like, well, you know, this is Superman. The only thing I don't like is they make him almost too broody. Like, Superman is very much an optimistic character in my
Yeah.
eyes. And, like, I wish we would have seen more, like, him smiling and shit and, like, you know, acting like a normal guy, because that's part of the appeal of Superman. He has all his powers, but he's just a normal guy, you know? Like, it's like, yeah, you know, I'll save
I'm
you.
not trying to change the subject.
Yeah.
But I want to watch something with you.
Okay.
On Twitter, all I saw was the caption for this, and it said, "This deserves its own Best Picture nomination." It's 57 seconds long. I want to
Okay.
watch it.
Oh, it's a TikTok.
Yeah. There's some good ones.
Yeah. There's a lot of bad ones, though.
Yeah.
That's like the guy from
Shh.
Criminal Minds.
This is for Rachel. You big, fat, white, nasty smelling fat
Whoa.
bitch!
Whoa, okay, be careful,
Why'd
bro.
you take me off the motherfucking schedule? With your trifling, dirty, white, racist ass, big, fat bitch! Oompa loompa body ass bitch!
Oh, okay, I think I know what this is.
And I'm going to beat the fuck out of you!
Okay, I had never seen that. I just thought it would be a funny thing to. Whoa, why are you playing again? What the
Well,
fuck?
it's not over yet, is it?
No, it started over. Okay, there we go.
No, it didn't start over.
It did start over. It was 57 seconds. I was looking at the thing at the bottom.
I don't understand what we watched.
I have no idea.
And
I just saw it and thought it would be funny.
it wasn't. Not to me, at least.
I mean, yeah,
some of the shit he was saying was pretty
It was
funny.
kind of yeah. It just came out of nowhere. I just
Yeah.
saw that and was like, well, I mean, it was just really popular. It's like super big right now. It's millions of.
Maybe I'm just getting
Below me,
old.
says
but
Sneaky with his 7-month resub.
somebody, like, maybe I'm just getting old, but I just don't get it. I didn't get it, the video. Did you?
I mean, it was just a bunch of random funniness. It was like him just making a film about being put on a different time, like on a different schedule at work.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Did
I
you
didn't-
listen to the
No, I
dialogue
mean,
at
I
all?
heard him say schedule, but I didn't know, like... I don't know. I got a weird sense of humor, and it didn't meet my quota.
Part of the reason... Wait. I'd let Henry Cavill father my children. He can do no wrong. Part of the reason why I love The Witcher so much, too. I think I'm on my 3rd or 4th run-through. I haven't seen it yet. I have to watch it.
Do I have to play the game to get it?
I don't think so. Would you... Dilton would probably know that more.
Dilton, do I have
Too
to play the
much
game?
talking, not enough shirts off, says Sneaky. Hello, Sneaky.
Dilton, do I have to play the game in order
Guys,
to watch the
I'm
show?
just saying, I'm a little disappointed that you're not using the emotes that much.
Shh. Get out of here, Charlie. Dilton, do I have to play the game in order to get the show?
Dilton, do we have to play the game to get the show?
Dilton, do we have to play the game to get
Dilton,
the
do
show?
we have to play the game to get the show?
Dilton, do we have to play the game to get the show?
Dilton, can we watch the show and not play the game at all?
Dilton, can we take our shirts off and play the game together?
Can we take our shirts off with you and play the game and all sit together sides touching with someone in the middle? No, it's mostly based on the books. The timeline will be confusing when you first watch it, but it's not that bad. Hey fuckers, listen, says Dilton, all caps. Bro, this is the first part of the emo. Charlie, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 1 3 4 1 2 3 4. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Look, I don't get to decide that. That's the stupid shit. It's it's Charlie with no E, and then 114, and that's fucking Twitch's fault. Okay, I don't get to the streamer doesn't get to decide that. I would have just had it be boy with an E, like BOYE Yoda, BOYE shirt, BOYE stray. Like that would have been the emotes to me.
Bring your own E. What's E?
Boy with an E.
You said
That's my name. BOYE boy.
You said
Charlie boy with an E. BOYE. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's my name. Go fuck yourself. You just pissed me off.
You did say BYOE at one point. Bring your own espresso. That's what it is.
Oh my god. Move to Mixer, Dylan. I'm about to. I'm about to move to Mixer and that's all Creighton and just fucking run away.
Bring your own.
What's up,
bring
my
your
dad?
own
Hello,
espresso.
Deflection. Bro,
We
I
should-
heard something really funny today.
What?
Joe Rogan had Bill
Hey.
Maher. Is that his name? Bill Maher?
Is it Bill Burr or Bill Moore?
Bill Maher, the news guy. Not news guy, but he has the HBO news show. It's like a comedic news show. I forget. It's Real Time with Bill Maher, I think. Velez quick. Hello, George.
I thought what's his name did the
I don't know. Anyway,
The
Bill
British
Maher.
guy.
It's Bill. That's Oliver. That's
Oliver.
John Oliver. That's the other one. There's a
Okay.
bunch of comedic news.
That's HBO though, isn't it?
Yeah, Bill Maher. Okay, it's Maher. Joe had Bill Maher on, and Bill Maher they were talking about Hawaii. He was like, you want to know something crazy I heard about Hawaii? I had a friend who was a plumber, and he lived in Hawaii. And I said, why are you a plumber in Hawaii? You're from Wisconsin. He's like, one day I woke up and I was in Wisconsin, and I was like, I'm a plumber in Wisconsin. I could easily be a plumber in Hawaii. Hawaii needs plumbers, just like the rest of the world. Why not just be a plumber in Hawaii? So I moved to Hawaii and became a plumber. He was like, I was already doing it professionally. I could just live in Hawaii doing the same shit I do here. I was like, dude, that is some next level logic that I never had applied to Hawaii.
That's true.
Like, realistically, it's not much more expensive to live in Hawaii. Like,
I thought it was more expensive because they ship stuff in or whatever.
I mean, a little, but like what you make there
Oh, it
compares. It evens out. Yeah. So like, I mean, bro.
So what? We're going to Hawaii?
I mean, not like tomorrow, but long
Sure.
run.
Yeah. So what? We're gonna move in with Quentin, then move to the beach, then move to Hawaii.
Yeah. Me and Creighton have been having this like back and forth on the phone where it's like, hey, you want to just move to the beach?
Yeah.
We'll move to the beach. We'll get a camper, or we'll get a what are they called?
Condo.
No, the thing you're talking about.
Double wide.
A double wide. We'll get a double wide. We'll just wait. We'll dose Quentin with something,
Yeah,
make
and
him fall
then he'll
asleep,
Wake up.
and he'll wake up and we'll be living in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. I'll be a
George used the emotes, you fuckers.
I'll be the. We talked about me doing medieval times or whatever.
Let me get one of those waters, Charlie. Got you. Go to medieval time. Oh yeah, we were
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about going. Do you have your sword?
I do. It's in the truck.
Fuck it. It's all
Want me
over
to
there.
get it?
Nah, it's okay.
Are you
Creighton
sure?
got a sword, and we were fucking around like playing with it because it was awesome. Dude, that thing's weighted so well.
Mm-hmm.
Beside the point. We were talking how easy it would be for us to be knights now, like, because we're badasses. And we were like, dude, like, we really wanted to actually be, like, badass, like, the closest thing to what a knight would be nowadays. We should work at medieval times. Because, like, One of the coolest things about medieval times to me is that,
the
like,
food.
one of the shut the fuck up. One of the coolest parts of medieval times to me.
That long pause.
I hate you.
You just looked at me, and I saw explosions in your eyes. I saw Charlie get so mad so quickly from just one single word.
114. 114.50. 114.50. 114.50. There we go. Oh, that was funny. What's today's date?
Today is January 21st, 2020. Oh.
My dad's birthday today.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Charlie's dad. What were you saying now?
That you can go shut the fuck up. Oh shit.
Oh, hey, I got my board back. I forgot. You took it for so long.
Sneaky gifted a sub to Dilton. They've given 2 gifted subs. Thank you, Sneaky, and congratulations, Dilton. Sneaky, I love you, dude. Yo, bro, I'm going to Vegas with Sneaky. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you told me. And we
Sneaky,
were
I'm so
like,
excited.
what if I go? And then we just never continued the
Have I
conversation.
talked about it on the podcast?
Yes.
Have we done
Yeah,
a podcast
we-
since then?
Yeah, we have. We talked about it last podcast.
No, because I bought that flight.
No, we talked about because you looked up flights while we were talking about it on the podcast because you're like, dude, what if you can go? And then
Oh,
like,
yeah,
what
that's
if we
true.
find, like,
Okay, that's
somebody
true.
for you to stay with.
And Nick. Nick's going, Bumper's going, and Sneaky's
I
going.
know.
So far.
I wish I could
We need
go.
more people.
I wish I could go.
You want to go, dude?
I do. Where are you guys going?
April 28th through. So here's what I did. I can't invite you to where I'm staying, but I was like, guys, wouldn't it be cool if like Creighton stayed with you? And they were like, I think it was Sneaky. He was like, I don't know, dude. We don't know that guy. I was like, you know him. You've seen him. You know him. He was like, I don't know, bro. I was trying to convince him. Nick has a donger, says Sneaky. That's true.
Is that if you guys are nervous about me staying with you, I masturbate
Closest thing to
quietly.
being a knight, medieval times. Yes.
I said if they're nervous about me staying with them, I said I masturbate quietly.
He does.
How do you know? What the fuck? Oh.
Anyway, wait, hold on. We were talking about something else. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, we
Oh,
were-
the medieval. What am I saying? Medieval
Medieval
times.
times. Dumb. Yeah.
Our grand plan.
Yeah.
We're so dumb.
I
Our
said-
grand plan
I
is
said
to
you're
go
like-
walk into me because you look like a knight.
Yeah.
Like you have the hair of like a
Yeah.
Loras Tyrell
Yeah.
looking ass. Like
Yeah.
you look like a fucking dumb knight.
Yeah.
And I have the physique of a knight. So like the two of us with our powers combined, I could train you. You could train me. They would train us.
I'll train
obviously.
you how to grow your hair.
Yeah. Anyway, we could become knights. My favorite thing about medieval times is that they, like, during the like games, they're actually trying to win.
Mhm.
Because if they win,
They get a bonus.
well, not just they get a bonus, but they get to continue the story. And the rest of the knights lose for the night, and they're done until the next medieval times thing.
It's every night, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 2. I think they do 2 or 3 a night.
Or 2 or 3 shows.
Yeah,
a
2 or
day,
3
something
shows.
Like that.
It's like a big play. The thing is, we'd have to learn lines, and which wouldn't be hard because we'd be doing the same shit every night. But we'd have to like talk on medieval.
I can talk medieval.
I mean, yeah, it would be dope.
I would love to roast
Did you just call him gay? Damn, it'd be like that though. Wait.
I think they're talking about your reference to Game of Thrones.
Yes. Wow. Good catch.
Yeah.
Good catch. Yo, sneaky and proud, bro. Yes, I
Has
did.
Sneaky seen Game of Thrones?
Yes,
Okay.
he has. He's a
I
big
just was
fan.
curious because I know not everybody in the chat is like obsessed with it like we are,
Yeah, that's true.
and I'm not as obsessed with it as you are. Game of Thrones
Yeah.
to you,
I haven't
is like
watched
what
it.
The DCAU
I haven't
is
watched
to
it since season 8. I haven't watched any of it. This
Like,
is the
since-
longest I've
since
been
me
without
and
watching
you-
Game of Thrones.
Since me and you sat down and watched season 8.
Well, yeah, that's like that was the first time I had watched any Game of Thrones since I watched season 8.
But now you have the ability to because I gave you my voodoo.
I had the ability.
I know,
anyway.
but like now you got it really good.
That's it. I'm finishing Game of Thrones. You shy, bro. Like you haven't? Never mind. Pissed me off.
you know,
Dude, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Later, shy.
Oh, so wait, am I going to Vegas or no?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay, I'm
Probably.
fine with that either way. But if we can work out a way to go, that'd be fine.
We
too.
should still go to Cherokee before then. You and me, and try and like
Well,
finagle
we will
a few
because
people.
we're
to go.
gonna do the 24-hour podcast.
Oh
and
my
then,
God.
Like after that, we're gonna go to Cherokee. My treat.
Your treat.
Yeah, my treat.
I don't think you understand. Never mind.
Well, I don't understand, Charlie.
Stop. Hold on. Let me talk about this.
I have money. You tell me how to spend it.
I mean, realistically, that's the best way you'll do, I think, in Vegas. Really, like, for you, you'd probably have the most fun on blackjack. I've already told you that.
Yeah, I've played
Like-
blackjack before, just not with money, or really any real consequence.
Yeah, that's the worst part about gambling is, like, a lot of people learn without there being consequences, and then when there does become one, they play different.
But if it helps, I forgot. So now I'll be like relearning.
Yeah, sure.
I want to relearn how to play Egyptian Rat Chase. That was a fun game with cards.
I don't even know what that is.
I
don't
learned
mind
it while I was
binging
in the
when it's, like,
ward.
2 or 3 seasons. What?
I learned it while I was in the ward.
Oh, okay. Bro, Shy. That should be the slogan of 2020.
What's the slogan?
But there's so much to binge.
There is.
Bro, you know how many shows there are right now?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many shows where it's hard for me to binge.
It's
You know,
kind of scared me from watching new shows because I've just been rewatching The Office. Scared to see what else.
for me,
is out.
like, the only shows I can binge right now are shows that, like, I'm continuing. Like, new seasons of shows I already watch, you know? And even then, it's like, I still haven't finished Orange is the New Black. The final season came out and I can't finish it. I can't watch it. It's so hard for me to watch.
Why?
I don't know, dude. Like, I watched the first episode or two, and I was just like, I don't enjoy this. I
See?
got the whole series through, and I'm on the last season, can't finish it.
That's what Star Wars Resistance has been for me. It's been like just a grind to try to get myself to watch it, and I just don't enjoy it.
Shameless is 90 seasons or some shit. It's like 10 seasons. It's a
Dude,
lot.
you know what has a shit ton of seasons that I want you to watch
What?
eventually? Trailer Park Boys.
Oh my god, dude,
it's-
I know. Everyone wants me to watch
It's
that show.
so fucking funny. Like, and it's so weird because it's stayed the same quality wise, pretty much. It's just like they've gotten better cameras, but the writing's the exact same damn thing. You know what's so sad about it though?
What?
Late? Oh, you don't know. Never mind. I'm not gonna spoil it for you because you haven't seen any of the show. But that one of the actors on the show died. Like,
In real life?
yeah, and it is sad. But I haven't got to the point where it's noticeable. You know what I mean? That actor has passed away. But it's sad.
I watched, like, the easiest show for me to binge right now is Sex Education.
Yeah.
When I watched the first episode of the first season, I was like, this is going to be one of those shows I either love or hate. I got one episode in and was like, well, yep, I'm not doing anything today. I watched all of season 1 in one day. Season 2 came out 4 days ago, and I watched the whole season,
See,
like, within a day. Like, I watched 6 episodes, went to sleep, woke up, and watched the
the
next
end
2.
of the fucking world was that for me.
Bro, both seasons of that, bro, that show's amazing. I can't wait for the 3rd season. I thought it was like a great stopping point, but there's gonna be another season apparently.
Really?
Yeah, they ordered one like the day that season came out. Bro, that show's fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
They did such a good job like catching it up too, because like I was like, bro, it's been like 2 years since the first season or 3 years. Like, how are they gonna do this right? And then they were like, okay, there's been a time jump, but it's like a logical one based on what's happened to these characters. Bro, that was such a
But
good.
they don't jump like 2 or 3 years though.
It was only like 2 years. There were 17 in the first season. There's 19 in the new season.
Yeah.
Bro, that show's so good.
I can't wait for another season of the Kaminsky Method.
Oh, dude.
Like, so I don't watch a lot of shit, but like the shit I watch is like pretty much like the gold standard.
Right.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because I watched Kaminsky without you, and I watched The End of the Fucking World without you, and
So just because we enjoy a couple of shows, that means you have the golden standard?
I think so.
You haven't watched a bunch of shows
I've
I
watched
consider gold
Batman
standard?
the Animated Series,
Oh
which
my
is
God.
like the golden standard. Rebels, the golden standard. Clone Wars, I've seen all. I started rewatching Clone Wars. It's so. I don't know if you've watched any of the Clone Wars since watching Rebels, but it's so weird, like, because it's shot very, very differently. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
It's a
it
different animation style.
yeah, well, it's the same CGI
No.
style.
No. I mean, both, 3D instead of 2D animation?
Yeah.
That's the only likeness. It
Well,
is
they're-
different
no,
3D animation.
yeah.
That's like saying that Planet Sheen and fucking Toy Story are the same. It's like
Okay,
it's
I
not the
get what
same.
you're
It's
saying.
different.
It's a different
They animate
style,
them
yeah.
differently.
And it's so weird, like, watching it now, because it's, like, so cinematic and everything, and Rebels just isn't that. It's very much nitty and gritty. And, like, I think I like Rebels more than Clone Wars.
I do too.
Like,
Clone Wars is cool, but Clone Wars isn't a story. Clone Wars is an amalgamation of different stories.
yeah.
that are all just
It's
connected
definitely
through
an
the lore of
anthology.
the. Yeah.
But
The
apparently,
thing with Rebels is you have a consistent storyline, and it's
going
like,
on. Yeah.
and bro, it picks up.
Yeah.
Bro, season 3 is good.
I know.
I haven't watched it since I watched it with you, but like I'm just like it's one of those things where I'm like, the longer I wait, the longer the show lasts.
Oh yeah.
Because the thing is, it's done. So I know how long it is. I know there's 4 seasons, so I know that I'm like on the second half of this shit, and it's almost done. So I'm like I'm just gonna wait. That's how I see. I'm trying to think. There's a show That's how I kind of saw Sex Education. I was like, I'll watch one episode, and I'll just kill time. I watched 6 in a row, bro. That show is amazing. It's the best. It's my favorite. Definitely my favorite show on Netflix.
Grace and Frankie on YouTube.
Not yet.
Or
I've heard
not
it's
on YouTube, not
it's on Netflix. I heard it's great. I just haven't sat down and watched it.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a couple episodes. It's very good. I like it.
Dylan, I'm not watching Supernatural.
Just not
not
my
because
cup of
I don't think
It's
it'll
so
be good.
long.
Not because it's so long.
Really?
I just don't like those shows. I've tried to watch Supernatural.
Oh,
I've tried to watch
yeah.
Buffy. I just don't like those supernatural shows. Like I tried to watch True Blood. I tried to watch The Vampire Diaries. I tried to watch any of that shit, and I just don't enjoy it.
Really?
And not because I think it's bad. I mean, I've seen like, like the videos on YouTube, like top 10 emotional scenes of TV. I've watched scenes from those shows where I was like, damn, that's some fucking, they're good. That's great acting. I like that scene for how it makes me feel, but I can't sit through the lore of those shows. I can't watch the show and enjoy it. It's like a waste of time to me. And look, it just comes down to it's not my thing. I don't not like that it's a thing. I think it's a great show that people love, and I think it's cool that people love it. I saw the scene when they're in they're in like a Hollywood park, like going through sets, and they go on the set of Gilmore Girls, and the main dude, I don't know his name, but one of the 2 main Supernatural guys was Jesse on Gilmore Girls, and they're like, and this is the set of Gilmore Girls. They filmed blah 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 seasons, and he's like, hey dude, are you okay? He's like, yeah bro, let's just get the fuck out of here. Or like something. like he just, it's like a funny like callback,
There's a show where they're like, and yeah, and I was
W episode says Dylan.
What's the show where it's like, yeah, I was on an episode of Gilmore Girls, and like, if you actually go back and like, you can see that character in the background of Gilmore Girls. It's some show where like this Community. I got it. It's Community.
Oh,
you haven't
okay.
seen it, but
I've
like,
not seen it.
there's this one episode where this guy was like, in between seasons, he was like, yeah, I wanted to get to Hollywood or whatever, and like, I took a tour of the set, and one of the characters from Gilmore Girls was like, hey, you want to be on the show? He's like, yeah. So I have a background appearance in that show, and if you go back and watch Gilmore Girls, he's actually in one
It
of
was
the
just
backgrounds.
they just wrote it because of his
Well,
IMDb.
I guess, I don't know.
That's probably what they. Yeah, he was probably like, "Hey writers, I had this. If you want to play with this."
No, I think like he's I think they were producing both shows at the same time, and it's just like a funny like in
Yeah.
joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, friends. I love you. Steve.
If any of you guys have seen Community, you guys know what scene I'm talking about. Like it's with.
Did
Abed.
you watch Big Bang Theory?
No.
Not at all.
I caught a couple episodes, but nothing really interested me.
That was one that I loved. I watched a lot up until like I think I stopped at season 6 or 7 and just never finished it.
I like 2.5 minutes.
There's a great episode. Do you know anything about it?
I know the characters. That's about it.
So a few seasons in, like 4 or 5 seasons in, a love interest for Sheldon shows up. Her name is Amy.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
No wait, or is it Amy the other one?
Not Amy.
Bernadette.
Amy's- yeah.
It's Amy. No, it's Amy. Yeah, Penny, Bernadette,
Yeah,
Amy.
Penny's the-
Amy's the one that Sheldon loves, and she's a nurse. She played Blossom in the show Blossom when they were little kids. When she was a little kid, it was like a fun sitcom-y show. She is herself in real life some kind of like theoretical physicist style
Oh, really?
person. Yeah, but that's beside the fact. Anyway, there's a scene in like season 2 where Koothrappali, Raj is talking. He's like, I think that we need more friends in our friend group. He was like, what do you mean? He's like, there's too many males. We need females. Like the woman from Blossom. Like if her, as an adult, she's a theoretical physicist now. She would be hilarious. She's probably understands us and gets comedy. Like, and that's a scene in the show. Like 3 or 4 seasons before she gets introduced, and then she turned out like to be a character on the show, and it's like this amazing callback that people don't understand. Like you have to go back, but like they legit were like, we're gonna have her on one day. He was like, that would be good, and then they have her on, and I don't know if they ever addressed that again, but it'll be funny if they did. Childish Gambino was Community? Yes.
Yeah,
Donald
Childish
Glover.
Gambino. Yeah, Donald Glover.
Aziz was Parks and Rec, I think. Yes.
Who was it?
Is that the Aziz Ansari show? Community? No. Oh, okay. He was answering him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aziz was born and raised in South Carolina.
Yeah,
Like
that's
in
a funny
Columbia?
in joke. Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Like,
He's like South Carolina, born and raised. Like he says that in the show.
yeah,
or
but it's
whatever.
true.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
That's what.
he was born in Columbia.
'Cause I remember.
Like I was born very close to. Like I think we were born in the same hospital.
Really?
Yeah, not the same time, but like
Imagine
we
you
were both
put that
born
on your
there, I
resume.
think.
I was born in the same
Yeah.
hospital as Aziona.
I don't know if they knew him, but I was like our babysitters were all Indian when I was a little kid. My dad was really good friends with a lot of Indian people when we lived in Columbia, and a lot of them were like our babysitters.
That's when like those loose connections to celebrities, like my babysitter might have been the same babysitter
Well, like-
that babysat. Sorry, and we were born in the same hospital.
Well, I don't know how many, like, I don't know if it's the kind of thing where it's like a lot of different Indian families, or if most of the people in one community are related. Like I don't know how diverse the
I don't think they're all related because
I don't mean literally all. I
No.
mean like in certain communities, because I
Yeah,
know like
yeah.
in our community there's like 2 or 3 families. Don't say names.
No, I mean like it's
Don't
a
say
common
any.
name.
I know, but still, bro, they can don't. Say
No, I
names.
just mean like the
Just don't say
family
names.
name.
Don't try and
I'm
protect
not
yourself. Don't
saying-
defend what you said. Just don't say it again. Is what I'm saying.
I think you're being dumb, but yeah,
You have no idea how smart I'm being.
yeah, you're being dumb.
Anyway.
Anyways.
What I'm saying is, it would be kind of cool if like one day we have Aziz Ansari on and we find out like, oh shit, you're friends with John or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be crazy?
You want to hear my loose connection to fame?
Mm-hmm.
So like, apparently one of my like great grandfathers like started the Belk's department store or whatever.
So like real loose connection.
Yeah.
Okay. My uncle, my great uncle, so my grandmother's brother, he's in The Patriot.
Yeah, you've told me
Yeah.
that story a bunch of times too. Like
have-
it was so
his
annoying
son-
in high school because he like kind of boasted about it like so much. He's like, "Hey, my uncle has like this blink and you miss it scene in The Patriot," and
It's
like,
not Blink It, You Miss It. He's in like the whole scene. He's like a character in the scene. Like he's talking and shit. But his son went to the movies with Justin Timberlake.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so his son was Jonathan, if I'm getting this wrong, I'm sorry. I believe he was an assistant to one of the producers. To not to The Patriot, but to other movies. Like that's what his job was. Like he was an assistant to producers and shit. I think he was an assistant to Lucy Liu at one point on Elementary, the show. But he would do stuff like he was like having odd jobs and shit in Hollywood.
Oh yeah,
I believe.
yeah.
I've never really
That's
said. I
your
need to sit down.
uncle,
And
right?
No, my cousin.
Okay.
That uncle's son.
Okay.
So that all happens, and apparently along the way, my cousin and his then girlfriend went to a drive-in movie with Justin Timberlake and his girlfriend, and they had like a triple wide truck that like it had an extended front seat, and all 4 of them just sat in that front seat and went and saw like fucking I don't know The Hangover or some shit. But apparently they all went, and he was like, yeah, dude, he was super cool. He was friends of the producer, and like I mentioned I was gonna see the movie, and he was like, dude, me too. And it was like that night. He was like, hey, you want to go? Like, and he was just super friendly about it. And now, is it true? I don't know. But I mean, my he's not the kind of cousin.
That would just make shit up.
Yeah, or not even just make shit up. He wouldn't like try and blow smoke up his own ass. You know, he wouldn't be like, I'm cool, look at me. You know, he was like, yeah, I met Justin. He was super nice. We saw a movie together. Like that's in the. It's not.
That's it.
That was it. He was like, yeah, we didn't like stay friends and like communicate and like we don't go to like Christmas every year, but like it was cool. We met. We saw a movie. Like it was dope. Like he was a super nice guy, and it was a weird situation, but I got lucky.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Although I don't understand why you wouldn't try to stay friends. You know what I mean? If he's that cool.
Well, I mean, I think at a certain point, when you're Justin Timberlake, or when your friend, the nice guy you met is Justin Timberlake, there's only so much you can ask of him to try and maintain a friendship.
Oh yeah.
Like,
okay.
like,
well,
at a
how
certain
famous
point-
was he at this point? Like, was he already
Bro,
like?
yes, he was already super
Okay,
famous.
okay. I
It was
didn't
Justin
know. Like,
Timberlake.
it was very like.
Well, Justin Timberlake's been
You-
famous
you-
for like a minute, like 20
I
years.
know, but I don't know like how old your cousin is, or
That's
like
true.
what the time
He's only like 30.
retrospect
Th-
is.
Like, this was when they were both already adults.
Okay, so like he was.
This was like
relatively
inside of the last
famous.
10 or 11 years, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he was like already kind of like stupid famous.
Mm-hmm. Dude, he started off stupid famous. That's the
Yeah.
best part. He's like gotten more like, what's the word? Like quality wise, he's become more famous. I think. Because like NSYNC, you're like he's a boy band, but then progressively he's like post NSYNC days for sure. Exactly.
Yeah.
But like post NSYNC, he's gotten better famous. You know,
Yeah.
there's like famous, then there's like, I'm gonna start doing things I want to do instead of just
he's
things
a
that
great
pay.
singer. Have you
He's
ever
a
heard?
fantastic
Yeah.
singer, bro.
He's in the Trolls movie, and I didn't know it was him. And
Yeah.
then he started singing. I was
Have
like,
you seen the movie In Time?
No. but
Where they
I
have
think
like
you've
their
told me about
time
it.
is on their bro.
Oh,
he's
oh,
in.
Oh, I've
What?
seen. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Like
They have the time on their
Yes,
arms where like
yes.
that's like how long
they
they
have to
to
buy
live.
more time, don't they?
They have to, not buy, but like earn it. It's like their currency is their life.
Yeah,
Their currency is how long they have to live.
I think I wanted.
Bro,
to see
he's
that.
fucking phenomenal in that movie. He's a good actor. Like people don't like give him credit. Like in
Did we watch In Time together?
Inside Llewyn Davis is a movie where what's his name? The Poe Dameron, Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
He's the main character in that. He's and Justin Timberlake's another like a B character in that. He's amazing in that. He's amazing in bro. Justin Timberlake IMDb. Let me get reminded of this man. Justin Timberlake IMDb because he's good, bro. He's like a good actor in a lot of shit.
And he's a good guy, man.
And he's a good dude. I've heard the same shit. I've heard he's a super awesome, like funny person. Who's he married to? It doesn't show. Wait. No, it doesn't show. He's nominated for an Oscar.
For what?
For... Oh. Best Achievement in Music Written for a Motion Picture, Trolls.
He did. Look, have you ever seen Trolls?
Trolls. Inside Llewyn Davis also for Best Original Song.
Have you ever seen Trolls, Charlie?
No.
It's so I thought it was gonna suck as a movie, and then I sat down and watched it with my sister, and it was actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty solid movie.
I've heard that those movies are like genuinely funny.
Yeah, like they're
Jessica Biel, thank you.
like I think they get a bad rap because people are like, oh, this is just another run of the mill like stupid kids movie. It'll never be like what we watched when we were kids.
He's like
But
a
this was actually
professional
pretty good.
host of Saturday Night Live as well. He's so good. He's done it like 6 or 7 times. I'm trying to look at the movies he's done. Let's see. He's done a lot of shows, obviously.
He's probably made like a bunch of guest appearances. and
Oh
stuff, too.
yeah. Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Oh my God, this is only the last couple of years, bro. How many fucking movies has he done? Jesus Christ.
Justin Timberlake has the kind of face that looks like he would be in like a Fight Club movie.
Nah, he has the kind of face that makes you want to just be friends with him.
Oh no, I know that, but I mean he also looks like he would have started a Fight Club.
He was in an episode of Grey's Anatomy in 2015.
What episode?
Dude, I'm too far scrolled past to
Oh.
care. Dude, oh my God!
Guess we'll just have to watch all the Grey's Anatomy till we get the dust.
Can I like just see his movies? Happy Feet 2,
He's in Happy Feet too.
Bad Teacher,
Happy
The
Feet 2
Cleveland
is
Show.
success.
Okay, we're starting to get into some actual shit. Glee,
Yeah. Have you ever seen that clip of him in?
WWE Raw,
He's in Raw. What?
17.52,
What year is he in Raw?
2009. Bro, what year was In Time? How long ago?
In Time's been a while ago.
Has it? How many longs ago?
Why
Bro,
don't you
we're
just-
back into 2004. There's no... I missed it. Oh! Bro, where was I in? I was in a different thing. Okay, actor. I'm so mad. I was in the wrong list. I was like, I know he's in more shit than this. Okay.
In Time was one.
Runner,
I would
Runner.
say 2013, 2014. If that. It might be
Inside
before
Llewyn
that.
Davis was 2013. Trouble with the Curve. He's good in that too. 2012. In Time was 2011. Will Salas. Bad Teacher was 2011. Friends with Benefits was 2011. Also good. The Cleveland Show. He was in Yogi Bear. He's in The Social Network. He's Sean Parker, bro. I knew I was forgetting something. He's an excellent actor, bro. He's so good as
Who
Sean
is
Parker.
he in Yogi Bear?
I don't know, bro. He's probably Yogi or some shit.
No, he wasn't Yogi. Yogi
He's
would have been
in
better if he was.
The Next Big Thing, Jerry, The Open Road, The Love Guru, Charles Barkley. Shrek the Third. He does Artie.
Oh, is he's King Arthur's or whatever in Shrek the Third?
Artie? Is that who Artie is?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
He's in Black Snake Moan? What?
What's Black Snake Moan?
That's a movie about this trashy white girl that tries to seduce an old man, Samuel L. Jackson, who then chains her up to not what you think. He chains her up to teach her to be a better person, because he's like, you're a skank and you're gonna die in this town if you don't change your ways. So he like chains her up because she's she's high as fuck on like these crazy drugs, I think. And basically he's like forcing her into rehab in his house, and he starts taking her to church and to like community events, and like long story short, he makes her a better person throughout the movie. It's a really good movie.
Really?
If I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember it being a fantastic movie. Okay, now The Simpsons. Now we're back in like 2000. We're like fucking 20 years ago. NSYNC, all this NSYNC stuff. Okay, so yeah, bro, he's done some great shit.
Yeah.
I love Jesse Eisenberg. I do too.
Yeah,
Andrew, I want to watch The Social Network again. Andrew Garfield, bro, that movie. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie's one of my. Weirdly, it's like the most rewatchable movie ever for me.
Really?
That and like The Martian. Like those movies are so rewatch. Like Martian is like understandably rewatchable. Have you ever seen The Martian?
I know you want.
I've cried like
love
3
Matt
times in
Damon.
the last 15 years. The Martian was one of those times.
You sound like Ron Swanson for a minute. Like
Yeah, he's
I've
like,
cried
I've
twice
cried twice in my life. One time was when I was 8, and I got hit by a bus, and the
Yeah.
second was this morning when I found out little Sebastian died.
Have you seen all of Parks and Rec?
Yes.
Awesome.
Dude, that movie, that
That
show
show.
is so good.
I know. Better than The Office?
I think so. To me, it's better. I like it more. But I think that's because I saw it first. And I think that's because there's a lot of characters in The Office I don't care about as much as I care about all the characters in Parks and Rec. I love all the characters in Parks and Rec.
It's the same people behind Parks and Rec that made The Office. And they kind of realized their mistakes by having like so many characters on The Office that they made it a tighter cast and made it more developed, so that way if for whatever reason they lost people, like they lost Steve Carell in The Office,
Yeah.
the show would survive longer because they had more developed characters all the way around.
Yeah.
See, that was probably the problem with The Office.
I need some movies. Go, Charlie. Dude, you can't do this shit to me right now. Good
I
Will
wanna see-
Hunting, The
I wanna
Social
see
Network,
In
The
Time.
Martian, Interstellar,
Have we watched
In Time, The Town.
Did we watch In Time together?
No.
Are you sure?
I haven't seen it in
Have I
years.
seen it?
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
if I've seen it or not.
We
Like,
should watch it.
I've got I got the image of the thing running out on his arm. and that's
Troy, Gladiator. Sorry, I'm still on this movie's list in my head.
300,
Nah, it's okay.
No.
You can skip 300.
400.
1917. It's new. Go see that shit in theaters.
The Joker.
The Joker. 1917 is the best war movie I've ever seen. It's a top 5 movie of all time to me.
Oh man, I hope it doesn't set a trend.
Not just because it's fresh. I've seen a lot of great movies. 1917 is fucking deflection. What? Trash. Bitch, don't you make me do this publicly. Am I about to go crazy on you, bro? What do you mean trash? Bro, I don't know if I can give you a list of movies to watch. That's one of the greatest movies of all
Good
time.
Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting.
That's
great
a good movie.
That is a
Actually,
good
like
movie.
unironically.
And Goodwill, and unironically, Good Will Hunting, the Foster Son of Imaginary Friends movie is fantastic.
It's a great. I love that movie.
It's
That
a
movie
fantastic
is
It
like,
has nothing to do or anything to resemble Good Will Hunting.
but it's so good. Like just seeing Wilt's journey. Oh my god,
Bro,
Dude,
deflection. Ugh, you piss me off.
you know, every time like
I love you though.
I like get upset about that movie, like it makes me sad. Is the part where he's flashing back or whatever, and like you see the moment that like causes his arm to get messed up in his eye. That shit hits hard.
It does. Good movie though.
Like you would never think watching the show that there's a reason why he doesn't have an arm and his eye's messed up.
You
But-
just think like someone imagined this weird.
Yeah, but no.
Jordan Michaels. That shit was so funny. How do they? Whoa, deflection, relax. You can't say shit like that. Don't reach at.
Wait, flesh.
Big spoiler alerts
For what?
for 1917.
Oh, okay.
Like big ones,
Okay.
like actual, like could mess the movie up for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna keep that over there and look at this.
No, that's
shit.
fine. That's fine.
I know.
I wasn't even looking.
Chris, don't know if I've ever heard your opinion on it, but do you like the Harry Potter movies?
Oh yeah, do you like Harry Potter?
I do, but here's my problem.
Oh no, he's about. To
I
piss a
haven't
bunch of
seen
people
the
off.
like first 4 or 5 in a long time. Like in so long that I hardly remember anything about them. What I need to do is rewatch the series and then read the books.
You want to sit down and just watch them?
Not right now.
Dude, I'd love to watch Harry Potter with you. I like
I
watching
like it a
Harry
lot.
Potter. I couldn't make it to the books.
My like top 4 movie experiences in person, like or top 5, Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 2 is on there. For me, I think as in terms of the most fun I ever had seeing a movie, it goes like in theaters. It goes Endgame, Deadpool 1, Infinity War, Deadpool 2, Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 2.
That's a good movie.
And dude, and it's such a good one to watch with a bunch of Harry Potter dorks, bro. My buddy Jackson and his family were like devoted to they were like disciples of Harry Potter, bro. I saw that movie in the Crown Cinema, like a packed showing at like 7 p.m., like the first showing, and like whenever Bellatrix gets killed by Ron's mom, bro, my friend's mom stood up. And she's very not like country, but she's very like no filter. She stood and she's tall. She's like 6'4". She stands up. She went, "Yeah, bitch, shit on!" like in the theater front row, and people standing ovation her. Bro, it was so awesome. Everyone was like cheering. Like, oh, it was so dope. And I had like barely even watched any of them. And was just going into the last movie, like kind of.
That's what I did with the Hobbit trilogy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I mean I understand. Yeah, I'm similar. Like I barely watched the original Lord of the Rings without watching it. Like I ended up have seen all of them, but like when I saw Hobbit for the first time, I had only seen the first Lord of the Rings like when it came out, and the other 2 kind of recently. But like I had never sat down and watched them all appropriately. 1917 is a 6 out of 10, bro.
Hey,
You just ain't a fan of movies.
He can have his own opinion.
He can have his own opinion, but homie can't ask me to give him a list of movies and expect to see movies he enjoys if he's saying 1917 is not a good movie. Because 1917 not only is a good movie, it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. And I've seen so
Like, but you're
many.
way more of a movie person.
Exactly.
Than
That's
you might be.
what I'm
You're
saying.
Way more of a
He's
movie
asking
person
me.
than I am.
He'd probably want to see movies that you would like.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no way
Just
he wants
like-
to see movies that I would like.
I
Because
think-
1917 is one of the best movies ever made.
I think I would
From a
like,
critical standpoint, storytelling, like it's one of the greatest
I
movies
think
ever
I
made.
would like going to go see it with you, but I don't think I'd ever sit down and watch that movie by myself. Or like
1917?
yeah, or watch it again. You know, unless for whatever reason we go and see it and I like just fucking love it.
Well, I mean,
know what
I mean,
which might be
yeah,
a
it
possibility.
probably is good.
But like you know me, I'm not the kind of person who like sits down and just like watches like
I'm not
sad
heated.
war movies. You know what I mean?
What did I like about it? I liked fucking everything about it.
I'm very much
The story's amazing. The characters are amazing. The camera style,
I
the
see
way they
it now.
shot that movie is fucking insane. It's one of the greatest films ever shot in terms of how they did it. How they did it was amazing. The soundtrack is amazing. The score is amazing. The storytelling. The shoot was good. Yes, the shoot was good too. Everything, bro. Everything was good. The acting was fucking phenomenal. Like, it's so good. Like I don't like how you're asking me what did I like about it. He said, what did you like about it? Like, bro, everything. Nothing is bad in that movie to me. Like, in terms of telling a story, they set up in the first 5 minutes what the movie's going to be. Like, you have the walk up to the... I can't say too much. I'm going to spoil the first, 10 minutes. Because it's the first 10 minutes. You're going to get it either way. Okay,
Yes.
It's barely a spoiler.
Yeah.
Movie starts on a shot of Homeboy sitting up against a tree. The whole movie shot to look like one shot. Like, as if the camera starts filming, and all the way from the first pan to the end, it looks like the camera never stops moving. Obviously, there are a couple, but they're very quick and shot to trick you into thinking it's a one-shot film. You know what I mean? There's 2 very definitive, definite ones. There's a third I'm pretty sure of, and then there's 5 or 6 safety cuts where they film it in a way where the camera keeps moving, but it's obvious that they shot it in a way where if they messed up in the next 10 minutes, they wouldn't have to start all the way over, you know? But effectively, they could have done the whole thing in 2 or 3 shots. Pretty sure it was 3, but probably just 2. Anyway, or probably 4, only 3. Technically. Anyway, well, I'll tell you later. It starts, and you know the guy who plays Tommen in Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
So he's a main character, and this other actor's a main character that you wouldn't know, but I know from much other shit. Anyway, Tommen's awake, other dude's asleep, and commanding officer comes over and says, hey, pick a man, go talk to the general. Tommen picks Homeboy, they're the only two there, they're friends, they go to the general. Long story short, he says, hey dude, you gotta get across enemy lines to our other band of people or whatever the fuck, where your brother is stationed, and tell them that their attack for tomorrow morning is a trap and to pull back. And he says, but sir, how am I going to get behind enemy lines? He says, because there's no one there. There's no one there because they've been planning on us to make this attack so that they can pull all their troops back and kill our giant force that we've been building up to attack the spot. So they like cross enemy lines and realize like, oh shit, they were right. Like, so long story short, the movie's about them journeying to save his brother and that other platoon of people. It's like 1,600 or 1,700 people, and this is during World War I. So that's the plot. The story is them doing that, and holy fucking banana shit, it is one of the most tense, everything's good, bro. The plot, the story, the pace at which the story is given to you, the shots, the camera, the dialogue, the cinematics, the lighting.
The
Somatics, bro. The cinematics, the lighting, the score, everything.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
There's a lot of insane cameos.
Right?
Like,
I saw Benedict Cumberbatch, and I saw somebody else. And I was
so
like,
have you seen the Kingsman series?
Yeah.
Have you seen both of them?
I've seen the first one.
It's the bald dude from that.
Oh, really?
The main dude, not the main kid, but the older one.
Yeah.
Him, Benedict Cumberbatch, the guy who plays Moriarty in Sherlock.
Yeah.
Robb Stark from Game of Thrones. Tommen's a main dude. The other guy's a main dude.
It's been so long since I've seen Robb Stark. I don't know if I would recognize him without a beard.
I think he still has the beard in this. Not
Yeah.
like a beard, but like kind of like a grizzly,
Enough
like
to
a
kind of
short
be
beard.
able to recognize
Yeah,
him?
you'd definitely recognize.
I
You'd
don't know.
recognize him without a beard. He doesn't have a beard for half of Game of Thrones.
Does he?
Yeah, like the beginning of Game of Thrones, he has no beard
Oh.
for like the first 2
They all
seasons.
get like beards. Have you ever noticed that part of like a show like going on, the character just gets a beard to make them seem more grizzled?
Well, not to make him seem more good. It's to allow the understanding of time going by. Because it's hard to tell that when you're binging a show or watching it week to week.
Yeah.
So they do that as an added understanding that time is going by. Bro, she's snoring.
They did that with Arrow because like he has a beard in the comics, but like at the beginning of the show he doesn't, and then like if you watch it week to week, you don't even notice. You know what I mean? And then like the other day I saw like a clip from season 1, and I was like, oh wow, he like just has like 5 o'clock shadow, and then like the new one or the newest series, he's got like a full ass beard.
I'm sorry, I'm catching up on things. Some of these are good questions. First, Dilton said, Chris, I have a favor to ask. Okay, hit me with it. He never answered because I never responded. Shy said, Endgame, Infinity War, Civil War, Deadpool 1, and Spider-Man Homecoming are probably my top 5 theater experiences. Bro, I forget how great Spider-Man Homecoming is as a first view.
We went to go see it.
I know, bro. When you find out homie is homie,
Yeah.
remember when we were in the theater, we both went, oh, because we had no clue,
Well, you
bro.
had seen it before me, and you were just
No, I
like,
hadn't.
Yeah, because you were just waiting for my reaction for that part. Because you told me afterwards.
Who is, I must have seen that with Quentin first.
Yeah, and then saw it with me.
Okay, bro. That's one of the best. That's probably the best plot twist in the MCU. In the moment, like in the moment, like fuck you, here you go, like here's your plot twist. I was like, ah, like tell me a better one. What's a better one?
But to see like, I love that plot twist, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, I should have seen it coming because it's a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, sure, but like at the same time, fuck it, you don't care that you.
And
didn't
every
see it.
villain in a Spider-Man movie has some intimate connection with Peter.
Ask Creighton if he wants to have a Harry Potter marathon and cuddle, please. There's no way that was your favorite ask, bro.
He might be serious.
He might be serious. Hacksaw Ridge, best war movie, bro. Hacksaw Ridge was the best
Is
war
that
movie
the
to me.
one with what's his name? It's like holding up the. It doesn't use a gun.
Yeah.
It won't use a gun at
Great movie, yeah, that's
Yeah.
that movie.
His, the guy.
That
used to be
was
Spider-Man.
that was the best one I thought until I saw Major
I
Saturday.
think you told me about Hacksaw Ridge. when
Great
you saw it. You were
film.
like, I love it. I read the book and all this other
There's no-
bullshit.
I didn't read the
There's a book.
Oh,
Isn't
I didn't
there?
read it.
I think there's a book.
I haven't read
I'm
that.
90. I'm 80%
There's probably a book.
sure that there's a book.
That was my
that's
favorite.
based
Okay, dude. Even Spider-Man Far From Home was dope too.
on. I like Far From Home.
I
I
did
liked
too. I
Homecoming
liked them
more.
Huh?
I liked Homecoming more.
Yeah, I did too.
I still have my problems with MCU Spider-Man though.
I liked both a lot. Like I liked Far From Home more as a movie. I like Homecoming more as a movie. I like Far From Home more as like I'd watch it more. I think
It's
mainly just
definitely-
because the chemistry between him and MJ is fucking tier 1. Like it's so much better. It's so good, dude. That movie's
it's
so good.
definitely like. It's definitely a post-Endgame movie. You know what I mean?
Deflection. Whisper me, dude. You're pissing me off now. Whisper me the thing you didn't like. So that I just understand you a little more. Because then I can start giving you opinions on movies. What'd you say?
Oh, I said,
I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. Homecoming's, or Far From Home, I mean, is definitely a post-Endgame movie. Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, yeah.
no, I get you.
Yeah, like, you feel the effects of Endgame.
You definitely feel the effects.
The only thing I wish they had gone into more is, like, what happened when people, like, came back.
I mean, they did a pretty good job summing it up. They can't spend too much time on shit like that, because then it, like, becomes muddied.
Yeah.
Like, what is what, you know?
I just feel like we're never going to get that fully explained, and it bothers me.
Wait, am I... Oh, okay, it's up here.
Like, honestly, it felt like people coming back and everything the way they did should have been explained in Endgame rather than in Homecoming. Or Far From Home.
Nah, because Endgame's so fast-paced.
But at least, like, have something at the end saying, like, hey, this is what happened.
I think it would be so... It would just be so, like... It would be a waste of time that movie didn't have. That movie had 3 hours and 5 minutes, and, like, I didn't want that to end. Like, I wanted it to keep going, and I don't know if I would want that to be what it kept going into. Like, you have 3 hours to do a blockbuster, highest grossing movie of all time. I don't think that's the way to do it. Deflection, whisper me, bro.
I think they should have just broke Endgame into 2 more movies.
No.
You don't think so?
No, that would have been horrible. That would have been
But
terrible, bro.
we could have covered so much more stuff that people really wanted to cover.
Yeah,
Like
but
Hulk, and like how he's just okay now. Even though it's built up into this huge arc. And nothing happened.
wait, what? What'd you just say?
You heard me.
You said they built up Hulk's arc and then nothing happened?
Yeah, nothing
First of all,
happened.
his character's not dead yet.
No, I know.
Second
I
of
know,
all,
yeah.
what do you mean build up his arc how?
Like,
they-
so
his
throughout
arc-
the
the arc they
whole
were
of
building
phase
has
3,
finished.
or what was it, phase 3 or phase 4, whatever phase whatever's after Age of Ultron, like, is Hulk disappeared, right? You come back to him in Thor Ragnarok, and he's like Hulk. He's been Hulk for years at that point. Then
Like 2
suddenly
years, yeah.
he's Bruce Banner again, and then in Infinity War, you have the whole Hulk of being afraid to come out after getting his ass handed to him in at the beginning of Infinity War, and then like by the time Endgame rolls around, it's just Hulk and Banner, and they're fine.
Yeah, it's been 5 years, and they had to
get
deal with
that,
a lot of
but
shit.
I would
Both
love
of them
to
lost.
see
Yes,
them-
of course you'd love to
I would
see
like
it, bro.
to see it figured
Thematically,
out.
there's only so much shit they can cover, bro.
I
Let that
know,
movie be a
but
movie.
Damn it! I want to know what happened. How is this just?
He's still a
thing?
character. There will be
No,
more. They might have
no.
tons of
No,
flashbacks.
fuck you. I
There'll
wanted
be-
my
there'll
answer
be
that was set up
tons.
in the other movie.
Nah, bro, there'll be tons of grandfatherly moments where he's
No.
explaining everything that happened.
No. I wanted my answer in Endgame like it should have been done because it was set up in Infinity War.
Copenhagen, what's up, dude? Civil War might be the movie too. Wait.
Oh,
what
Civil
movie?
War's pretty good. Civil War's like, and you know what? Everything set up is explained. It's rationalized. It's thought out. There's no grandfather bullshit, whatever the hell you're talking about. Like, later on, he'll be telling
You
stories
making
about
an
that.
argument is like watching a 5-year-old try and get more brownies. Like it makes no. You don't understand like the subtle realisms behind
I
debating.
hate it. I want answers. I'm a Hulk fan, and I got shitted on Hulk wise. Are you pulling up the Dr. Phil clip?
No, I'm reading what Deflection said.
Oh, I
I
thought you-
can't really. What's it? Another Thanos versus Hulk. I did want that.
I did.
But
I wanted that too.
they only had so much room
We
to
didn't
give
get it,
that
though, did we?
character. Well, I didn't want it.
I
Like
wanted
in
it.
the end of that movie, I'd rather it gone the way it did than have a Hulk versus Thanos movie.
I wanted Hulk versus Thanos. He needed a redemption.
Hulk had his redemption. Hulk was the most. Hulk
Yeah.
had to be the stable. You can't have everybody be an unstable character.
I get.
You
that.
had to have Hulk be the stable.
I get that, but I would love to see him change into the stable character.
Oh
I'm
my
fine
God.
with him being the stable character.
He has been the unstable character the whole fucking.
I get that,
franchise.
but like, why can't we have that scene of transition, or at least some acknowledgement of like, hey, this is what happened.
Why can't we see Tony Stark raise his daughter? Why can't we see all these other
That's
things?
not the
Like,
same
It's
thing.
literally
though.
yes, it
Tony
is.
Stark's
Tony is
daughter wasn't set
Tony
up
is an
in Infinity War.
irresponsible superhero. He's an irresponsible billionaire who's a bad father
But it
figure to Peter
wasn't-
and gets him killed.
But it wasn't set up in Infinity War at all that Tony was going to have a daughter. It's set up that, hey,
Yes, it was.
Hulk-
Literally, the first line of Infinity War sets up him having a daughter. Literally.
very
literally.
loosely, very loosely.
I had a dream you were pregnant.
Yes.
Here's a movie. Here's a thing that predicts the future.
Okay,
a
but
line
still-
predicts the future in a movie. They
But
don't write shit for no
still,
reason.
Like, you at least get to see him with his daughter. It's like Hulk has issues with Banner, and then you cut and like, oh, it's okay now. He's fine. We're just gonna move on from that. There's nothing important to cover there. I know we set up this big thing in Infinity War, but like, fuck that.
They set up dozens of big things. They can only cover so many effectively based on other movies.
I don't know. It just bothers me. You're wrong.
Hulk had huge moments in that movie. Huge moments.
Yeah, he did.
He
but,
saved
like,
everyone.
no,
You
he
can only have
did.
so much strength to face Thanos.
He did, but
He was at, like,
could
a third
could
energy.
you imagine if they had like started out like saying like this is like what not if they had started out with Hulk like saying like this is how he fixed it, or like showing this is how he fixed it, and like him making that transition from being an out of control beast to Professor Hulk, and then having that thread followed all the way through to where he made the snap to bring everybody back, and where the thought process of that decision is laid out in a place where we can see it happening with Hulk and with what's his name that plays Hulk?
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo. He would have pulled that off amazingly.
I mean, sure. There's lots of coulda, woulda, shouldas. Or not even shouldas, just coulda, wouldas if they wanted to. But they did. Side note, I wanted to explain why they killed Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. We talked about it a while ago, but I'll never not be upset about it.
So they killed Quicksilver because at the time Fox had
Mark fucking Ruffalo.
had like the dominant rights for Quicksilver, and that,
Deflection,
they were
I'm
using
not
him in
ignoring you, by
X-Men.
the way. I'm just not saying the things because Creighton hasn't seen the movie. Sorry.
They were
That's
using Quicksilver in the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
And so basically, because him and Scarlet Witch are twins in the comics, they did this split down the middle kind of thing where MCU got Scarlet Witch, and the X-Men universe or the Fox universe, whatever you want to call it, got Quicksilver for those movies. That's why they killed him off so early on, because it would have been confusing in the grand scheme of things to have two Quicksilvers in different universes. But we might be seeing him in those What If Marvel shows or whatever that's coming. I've heard rumors about that, but I don't know.
Listen,
Or
Dylan.
in the Multiverse of Madness.
Listen, Dylan, we all hate it. You can't have a superhero franchise where every superhero always lives. Becomes too predictable.
Yeah.
So at a certain point, you gotta start whacking people.
Did
even
anybody
if you're
die
like,
in game? Important? I don't remember. I know. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, my bad. I was thinking about the battle, and I was like, did anybody die in that battle? And then, like, I remember there were people that died leading up to the battle and in the battle. But the kill count that you remember is only, like, 2 people out of, like, 50 heroes.
yeah, two of the biggest,
Yeah.
two of the like top 3.
yeah, definitely. But, like, it's definitely felt, I don't know. I feel like more people should have died.
Creighton, I grew this mustache, Charlie. But what did it cost you? Creighton, everything.
Who said
Thank
that?
you, Kope. Thank you.
Oh, Kobe.
I watched a lot of movies, and I need some new good ones. Deflection, have you ever seen Good Will Hunting? It's my favorite movie.
Or Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting is
Oh my
better.
god. Two of the founders.
Well, I don't know, it's better.
I still have Thor, though. I can't complain. True. Chris
Thor had
Hemsworth
a
is such a
great-
good Thor,
look,
bro.
Look, Thor had a great arc in that movie.
He had
I
a
just
great
don't-
arc in the
Yeah.
movies, in all of them
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
and all of them.
Like, he's one of the most
thought out.
thought out character arcs in the whole series.
Oh yeah.
Like,
definitely.
it's like, I'd say like the top 4 are like him, Black Widow.
Captain America.
I mean, Cap is very, like, his arc itself is great, but you can't have non-conflicted characters. And not to say he's not conflicted at all, but he's a very hard to conflict character because of his morals. He's like such a morally just character that it's hard for him to truly be like
Struggle with
struggle. Yeah, the only thing he can struggle with is time
and Bucky.
and Bucky, but Tony, Natasha, Thor, and excuse me, and fucking Hawkeye. Thank you, Jesus. All of them have some pretty hardcore shit going down.
I wish Hawkeye had gotten more explanation. Like it's
I
more
do
like
too.
you see like his family die.
They
and
don't
all this
cover the fact that he killed a bunch of people in
stuff.
Avengers.
They really
enough.
don't.
Like they did in that movie, and I get like I'm not like upset by it. You can only do so much with so much screen time, but like Natasha specifically, Natasha, Tony, and Thor are easily the 3 most conflicted characters in that series. Like they all got some shit to work on, and bro, they do so good with it. Tony's, bro, also good.
You
Unless
ready?
it comes to Bucky, make it 6 hours. I'm watching it.
Are you ready
What?
to call it?
Do you want to call it?
Yeah, it's like 2:30, and we've been on for like 2 hours.
Yeah, and you gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen. I'm glad you were all in here for so long tonight.
I
Let me
know.
find
I
somebody.
loved you all.
I mean,
Love talking
and
to
look,
you.
we're gonna do another one tomorrow.
I'm glad we got Charlie all heated and stuff. It was fun.
Yeah, bro. If you get me on movies,
We got him mad.
I'll always get mad. Yo, Deflection. Again, I read what you said in the whispers.
You should talk to him about it. Like, do you want me to leave so you can just talk to him about?
Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it because I'm tired too. I've been up for a long time today. I'm gonna eat a mango, chillax, watch some TV.
Deep throat of mango.
Yeah, I'm gonna deep throat a mango. Let me see. Okay, who are we gonna rate? I bet Kelly's still alive, bro. He's still alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kelly
Is there anyone else though who needs the viewers?
Ooh, us. We should rate us.
Okay, bro.
Imagine.
I'm gonna rate Kelly. Damn, he's got 90 viewers right now.
How many do we have?
We have 9. Keep it greasy. Love you, Copenhagen. Okay, bro. I love all of you. Oh wait, I gotta do it in my chat. What am I saying? I love all of you guys. Raid. Okay. Oh. Okay. Modify. Boom. Okay, we're gonna rate Kelly. When I click raid now, we will leave. You guys have a fantastic night. I love all of you. This has been a great, this has been a chill, great night, and we're trying to do an early one tomorrow,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, about like right after I get off, so around like 7:30, 7:45.
Yeah, and that might it's also my dad's birthday,
Oh yeah.
so I don't exactly know the time. Like, I'm hoping that the birthday thing we do is around 1 or 2 p.m., so that, like, by the time I'm done with that, we'll be able to do the podcast when Creighton gets off work.
Because I want to do something later that night.
And then later that night, me and Creighton are going to go do something else. So,
Well, it's like-
hopefully that'll work. And then also Wednesday,
Yeah.
we will be doing one. What?
Well, I meant
Hurry.
not with you. No offense.
Oh, I understand. No, I understand. Okay, goodbye, guys. Have a great night, and Ray Kelly. Wait for it. Wait for it. Make sure this. Okay.